what do I need to click? Everything is just breaking. Everything's not breaking. Just being dramatic. How do I even do this again? Oh, it's like, I'm acting like I've never, I'm like, what do I put on what screens normally? All right, there we go. Got it. We're loading up. Umineko! Umineko Saturday back. Where is it? There it is. Now let me put it on the screen. There it is. Full screen that. Nothing hits quite like live Umineko. Except probably a lot of things. It's not that great. Clear my throat. Alright, what was going on last? I probably need to actually load up and remember. I know we had the adults. The adults were there. Adults were doing their adult thing. Let's see. Like I remember the adults doing their thing. This is the kid or childhood dreams. Oh, immediately what happened last was the moment with Eva, right? She was like researching in the library or something in secret. That's that's what I think it was. Don't I just cry so soon and just get over 9? So it was the whole, oh, that goes all the way back. Is it really okay for this to be the answer? Okay. So I do recall. It was, so Eva like was like asleep on the couch, I think. And then her inner self, her inner young self was like, wake up, go do the thing. I think that was like the immediate last thing that happened. Before that, it was the adults being like, okay, let's try to solve this riddle. I don't remember. I mean, the kids, I think, were just crying about things. So I don't think they were doing anything super exciting. Battler, of course, stuck it to Beatrice. And Beatrice was effectively muzzled by Battler and maybe Renove. I think Renove was just like, hey, we may have lost this battle, but we're not gonna lose this war. Or Renove is like, I can't associate myself with a loser, so please stop. Renove is like, I can't have my ego be beaten like this, just being associated with you and you're losing to Battler. Alright, so let's see. I guess we'll figure out who the hell is talking, I think, in a sec. This way? Question mark? Go this way? I mean, this is... Whose voice is this? They're inviting me to go this way. My heart leapt. Because there, gaping wide, was an open mouth in the eerie darkness. Is this Eva? Is this... Yeah, okay. I thought so. Oh... What's this? What is this? When I strained my eyes, peering in the darkness, I saw something that looked like a light switch. In addition, there was a switch with open and close written on it. Oh, it's stairs. Wait, she's freaking out about stairs? When I resolutely pushed the switch, rough lights, like you'd find in a coal mine, turn on sporadically. making a staircase that stretched underground come hazily into view. Eerily enough, it looked even more gloomy with the lights turned on. Near the light switch was that open and close switch. It would probably open or close this, but if the open part happened to be broken, I might be shut away in this creepy underground area for all eternity. So for the time being, I didn't touch that switch. And as I readied my gun again, I slowly went down the stairs. Okay, so we're getting action Eva. Eva is like, you know what? I'm done playing second fiddle to the male, my male brothers. Honestly, Rosa annoys the hell out of me. I also don't want to die by the hands of Beatrice. And also, Battler's upstaging me this whole game. She's like, I'm gonna go do a thing. So this is, I think, her doing a thing. Spurned on, like, pushed forth by her inner voice, which I can't tell if is an actual physical thing or it's just supposed to be like a representation of like an inner voice. I don't trust this game not to do either way. Like I've long thought about this. I was like, is the inner kid voice of Eva, is it really just a manifestation for us, the reader, to be like, oh, that's her inner voice, or if it's like something more? Because, like I said, I feel like the game would do something like that. An actual inner spirit that takes on the form. Maybe it's like a demon spirit, and just to get Eva to listen to it, it takes on the form of young Eva. Something along those lines. I'm not saying exactly that, but something like along those lines. I could see being the case. I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I'm saying. Eva just casually possessed by a demon. The ceiling was very high, so it didn't feel cramped. On the contrary, it felt as though a cool breeze was blowing upwards, and that creepiness seemed to form a sort of aura. As I readied my gun and carefully stared forwards, I descended the stairs. Nice drip drop sound effects. The walls, the stairs, the lights, all of them were very old-fashioned. It was easy to suspect that this had been built back when the mansion had been constructed on this island. There were cracks in the ceiling and water clung to the walls, constantly dripping down. That water fell into a gutter that had been set up alongside the stairs and quickly and silently flowed into the underground darkness, as though it was telling me to go faster. Oh man, place your bets. What's actually going to be at the bottom of these stairs? Oh, the staircase kept turning back on itself. I don't know how far down I've gone, but I think it's much deeper than one floor. Eventually, a rough metal door showed itself, and there, characters had been written into dark red paint. It had probably been written a long time ago. Oh, spooky. On the 10th twilight, at Journey's End, you shall attain to the power of the Golden Land's treasures, once and for the last time. Wait, is that a normal thing? Let's get a ruling on this. Oh, at the 10th twilight. Okay. Was that always a thing? Did it always go 9-10? I don't remember. I don't have as great a memory. I'll just say it's always been there. No foul play. No foul play, I say. On the 10th twilight, at Journey's End, you shall attain to the power of the Golden Land's treasures once and for the last time. Oh my god, what if this is like a physical, like, entrance to the Golden Land? That wouldn't make much sense. But again, I don't put anything past it. My heart, which is already ready, about to explode. Not even 10 minutes into this, and I'm just adding words. I'm getting too excited. Jumped about even more as soon as I recognized those deep red characters. There's no mistake. This is the last stop. Father's Golden Land? Maybe it is the Golden Land. I laughed earlier. I calmed my throbbing heart, somehow regained my composure, and readied my gun again. But since, in the end, couldn't open the door with my gun held in both hands, I lowered the gun, carefully hid my breathing, and opened the door. She got an unequipped gun from her inventory. Oh? This place is... My first impression when I saw the room was that it might be linked to one of the rooms in the mansion. That's right. It had exactly the same atmosphere about it as the sealed VIP room on the second floor. But this was underground, so there were no windows. There was only the solemn light of a grand chandelier. But even though it was dimly lit by the faint light, the quality of the interior was more than enough to take your breath away. Ah, whoa! Look at the gold there! A bed with a canopy, and a rocking chair that looked like it would be comfortable to sit in. Did she actually solve the riddle? Was that it? Huh? Eva, the mastermind. A bed with a canopy and a rocking chair that looked like it would be comfortable to sit in. An extravagant sofa and carpet. The room was like a dream every girl yearns for at least once. And yet, since it was an underground hidden room with no windows, it felt more like the hidden house of a witch. I never swallowed the legend of Beatrice, Witch of the Forest. However, after being shown this room, it certainly became hard to doubt that she actually had existed, and had lived in this room. So fucking bougie. Is someone? There? Even though I was completely shocked by this room, I timidly searched the interior with my gun raised. This is like one of those moments where I massively give, like, I know it's just a character in a story, but I give credit to Eva, because even though all this shit was happening around me, if I was inserted in this story, I would not have the balls to go down a creepy stairs, crypt thing, and, like, try to, like, while danger is happening around me, I would not be able to do this. And I would immediately think of the moment I entered this room, that there would be something waiting for me to kill me. Like, this is the type of thing where I know my limits, and I know I don't have the balls to do something like this. The gumption. I don't have it. I have a great fear of the unknown, and this to me is an unknown. So I just couldn't. Timidly searched the interior with my gun raised. Okay. And at the back of the room, I found it. My gasp came out strangely, like a bunny being choked. After all, after finding something like this, no one would be able to stop that kind of stupid voice from leaking out. Does she win? Well, listen to this. How regal. It's here. It's really here. Father's gold! On the opposite side of the canopy bed, it was piled up in a massive heap. It was a mountain of gold ingots. Of course, they weren't piled up carelessly in a way that would damage the dignity of this room. Oh, now we got a beat going into it? A beautiful scarlet satin weave was laid on the mountain of gold, creating a beautiful three-colored mix between the red, the gold, and the black of the deep darkness. It was as though, when the witch slept on this bed, the gold would be a respectful chamberlain waiting on her. Nobly, refinedly, gracefully, beautifully. It was attentively piled there, with an imposing air. When I tried to grab a single gold ingot, I was surprised at its weight. It was probably about 10 kilograms. Just this ingot would probably be worth more than 10 million. The Ishiramiya family crest, the one-winged eagle, was lightly imprinted on it. It was hard to tell whether it had worn away, or whether the impression had been made carelessly in the first place. But it was certainly the crest of the one-winged eagle. One-winged eagle. Also, not only do I not have the balls to do something like this, this would be immediately the moment where I go, cool, I found all this gold. What the fuck do I do? You can't carry that out. It's such an inconvenient, like, treasure to find. Because you're immediately just like... You're just like, okay, there's all of this gold. And she's clearly, she found all this in secret. She's not bringing anyone else with her, so no one else can help her. What are you gonna do? Carry one of these at a time? Up and down? Just how many ingots were piled up there? By doing a quick count here and there and judging by the height, there had to be a few hundred at least. My mind's already gone blank, so I can't do the math well. Even a moderate guess would put it above several billion yen. No one has time for math at a time like this. That's right. Of course. After all, there's 10 tons of gold, right? At the current value, that's more than 20 billion yen of gold. I found it. Before anyone else. I found it. I wonder if she's just happy that she did it. Is this just like a... Because maybe it's the same thing. Maybe she's like, alright, it's unrealistic for me to actually... I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's just the thrill of beating everyone else. Ahahaha. Wahahahahaha. Ahahahahahahaha. Probably. She's probably losing her mind. It's over for her. In front of the mound of gold, I spread my arms and looked up at the ceiling. A laugh without a trace of dignity flowed out from my entire body. I had no intention of laughing in a weird way, but I couldn't hold back the happy feeling that was flowing through me. My older brother probably wouldn't accept his loss just because I found this gold. But from now on, there'd be no changing the fact that I'd been the one to find it. To steal away the headship of the family, some more subtle bargaining would probably still be required. But after everything I've gone through until now, that's a completely trivial problem. Even if I lose out on the Ishimiya family headship, I already have 20 billion yen worth of gold. This laughing to the music is funny to me. Ahahaha, wahahaha. At times, I've thought that money is such a worthless thing. But now, now it's all important. I thought there were so many things in this world you can't buy with money. Oh yes, I would definitely have the undignified laughs as well. But now, I see that's just a lie. It's just an excuse that the have-nots make for themselves. That's a good attitude to have on her part. In front of this mountain of gold, I finally realized something so obvious. By using this money, I can give birth to all the happiness in this world. It's her Joker moment, for sure. Oh, with this money, my husband's company is already saved. We will always be happy as a family. And I can even leave a vast sum of money to George. The rest of the relatives will eventually be ruined and disappear. At that time, George will use this gold and just like grandfather did, he will revive the Ishimiya family's lost honor. George is the true successor to the Ishiromiya family! It happened. My wish was granted. That dream I've wished for ever since I was born into this world as Ishiromiya has been granted completely at this very moment. My husband and I will be happy for all eternity. And I can also give my only son, George, eternal happiness. There's no way I'll waste it on foolish pleasures. My older brother has chewed the Ishiromiya family to bits, but George and I will revive it. And that means I truly have succeeded the Ishiromiya family headship. I'm just waiting for, like, the nightmare to happen. What if she's, like, still asleep? Didn't this all start with her, like, waking up? So, like, what if this is just a scene? Like, I'm so ready for it to be either, like, a nightmare, and then, like, the gold bars, like, start melting, and then it's just like, no, it wasn't real! Yeah, the other shoe has to drop. I was successful. I did it! Honey! And George! I, your mother, finally succeeded! No one will be able to threaten us now. Wah. That's right. After this, never again will we be smothered by sad nights. Congratulations, me. Congratulations, Ishiromiya Eva. Right here, right now, the sad half of our life will have to have its heart's desire. Right now, the sad half of our life will have its heart's desire granted. It's all thanks to you. I was given this chance because of your magic. Because of that chance, I was able to make it here. Thank you. But my magic wouldn't have been granted if we both didn't believe in each other. So, it isn't just the power of my magic. This is our victory. Because of that, congratulations. Us. Thank you, me. Thank you, Ishiromiya Eva. But one thing I would do if I did find this gold, like in this situation, I would definitely be thanking myself. I'd be like, thank you, me. Thank you, Austin. I'm glad I didn't give in before now. I'm glad that I didn't drown in sorrow and forget to keep struggling. No, this is my magic. Our magic. Your magic was the real thing. Beatrice, the Witch of the Forest is nothing more than an illusion. You are the real witch, a wielder of real magic. That's right. Right now, you are the Golden Witch, Beatrice! It's a very eerie fade to black. Okay. Eva decided to leave for the time being. When she climbed the stairs again, trying to leave this secret place, she saw a creepy swaying human shadow blocking her path, and her dreamlike state was blown away. Oh. Oh no. Oh no! Whoa, Jesus, jump scare. Who is it? For an instant, she believed that the true master of this room, the real Beatrice, had approved. Or had appeared approved. Sure. It seemed that the other person was also holding a gun. It's a gun off. The two of them were pointing guns at each other. And eventually, they each realized who the other was.
Rosa.
Ah! Rosa?
姉さん。
Nissan.
こんなところで何をしているの?
What are you doing in a place like this? Oh, shit.
お互い様よ。
That's my line.
あなたこそ、こんなところへ何のご用?
What business do you have in such a place?
姉さんにヒントをあげるんじゃなかったわ。
I shouldn't have given you that hint, Nissan.
そうだったなら、ここにたどり着いたのは、きっと私が一番だった。
If I hadn't, I definitely would have been the first to reach this place. Shit. Rosa was right behind her.
残念よ。
Too bad. It seemed that Rosa knew where the staircase went, and what was waiting ahead of her.
言うわね。
You should talk.
私より遅くたどり着いたくせに。
Even though I reached this place before you.
鮎の皮に悩みすぎたわ。
I worried too much about the Sweetfish River.
鮎なんて大した意味ないじゃない。
The Sweetfish part didn't really matter that much at all, did it?
そんなことないわよ。
That isn't true.
立派なヒントだったじゃない。
It was an excellent hint, wasn't it?
まあ確かに鮎である必要はなかったかも。
Well, of course, maybe there was no need for it to be Sweetfish.
でも鮎が海に出る魚だと聞いて、私はそれで気づいたの。
When I heard that Sweetfish... Excuse me, I'm all tied up in my cords here. Alright, but when I heard that Sweetfish are fish that go out into the sea, I was able to figure it out.
この奥に
Tangled in cords. What's inside? Oh, what's inside?
自分の目で確かめたら、
Why not see with your own eyes?
あなたの想像をきっと裏切らないわ。
It definitely won't betray your expectations.
怯えないで、姉さん。
Don't be afraid, Nissan.
私はもともと当主が誰になるかなんて興味ない。
I never had any interest in who becomes the head.
後ろ宮の席だって興味ないしね。
I don't even care about the Ishimiya family name.
本音を言うと、自分が当主になるんだってずっと威張り散らしてたクラウス兄さんから、
Honestly, I actually feel good about you stealing the headship from Kraus Nissan.
姉さんがその座を奪うなら、かえって小気味がいいくらいよ。
Who was always swaggering around because of it.
本気で言ってるの？
Are you serious?
もちろんよ。
Of course.
私は後ろ宮兄弟のはぐれ者。
I'm the outsider of the Ishimiya siblings.
仮に私が当主後継ぎだとお父様に指名されたとしても、
Even if father had named me as the next head,
それを兄さんたちが認めてくれるわけもない。
there's no way Nissan would accept it.
そこまで甘い夢は見てないつもりよ。
I try to have not such naive dreams. I try not to have such naive dreams. Dots.
私にも見せてよ。
Let me see too, Nissan.
姉さんの勝利の証を。
This proof of your victory. They're each just waiting for the other to like turn their backs, I swear. The first one to turn their back is getting shot. Multiple times.
私は兄弟で取り決めした正当な取り分さえもらえれば、
As long as they receive the proper portion that the siblings agreed upon.
むしろ姉さんがこのゲームの正当な勝利者だと積極的に認めるつもりよ。
I plan to proactively acknowledge you as the true victor in this game.
私を撃っちゃえば、この黄金はローザの独り占めになっちゃうわよ。
If you shoot me, then you'll have this gold all to yourself, won't you?
それは同じよ。
The same goes for you.
姉さんが私を撃てば、この黄金は姉さんの独り占め。
If you shoot me, this gold will all be yours. More dots. They're gonna shoot each other at the same time. This is gonna end in, like, both killing each other at the same moment. Just 2 dead bodies at the top of the stairs or whatever. For a tense moment, the sisters pointed their guns at each other. Eventually, after they sized up the glint in the other's eyes, they lowered their guns. Eva removed her finger from the trigger and held the gun upside down. It was a position that she couldn't quickly shoot from. When she saw that, Rosa held hers the same way.
So.
That's right. That plan of shooting the other and having all the gold to ourselves is attractive for both of us. But if one of us suddenly disappeared on this island while it's isolated by the typhoon, there'd be a huge uproar. If we hid the corpse here, probably wouldn't be found easily, but we couldn't be sure. No matter how many billion yen worth of gold is on the line, it isn't worth the risk of committing murder. On the contrary, that would give Kraus, Nissan, and the others ammunition to ring us for all we're worth. Also, I'm gonna pause this right now before something happens. I think Rosa is being naive. I think Eva is just waiting for the right moment to kill Rosa. And I think Rosa truly believes. This is like the prisoner's dilemma. It's almost like the prisoner. This is almost. I think it's probably trying to set that up as a thing, right? This story loves setting up those, like, has constantly Schrodinger's cat, closed room problems. I imagine like this prisoner's dilemma type situation that's almost getting set up here. Rosa strikes me definitely as the person to be like, oh yeah, I totally trust the other prisoner. We both get to split our fair earnings. And then Rosa, or Eva would be the person that's like, oh yeah, I'll totally do that too. And then betray, and then get the majority. She would do that. She would do it. I feel bad for Rosa if she gets played right now. I agree. It may have been a blessing in disguise that you're the one who showed up. Instead of Nissan or Rudolph. You're the sibling I trust most. Thank you. And you're the sibling I trust most, Nissan. That was an awkward pause on them just both smiling at each other. Oh, I was ready for it. I want to see the gold too. Want to have a peek? Now I feel like seeing it again too. It's so happening. Even though I saw it with my own eyes, it still doesn't feel real. Unless I see it together with you and confirm once more that it actually exists. It feels like the gold will turn to fog and disappear. Eva started descending the staircase once more. However, she didn't carelessly expose her back to Rosa. Even though at a glance it looked like Rosa had lowered her guard, she definitely didn't show any signs of carelessness. Then, they reached that room of the witch once more. Rosa also gasped, stunned speechless by the vast amount of gold. Rosa and Eva walked absent-mindedly through the rose garden. They had left the guest house secretly, so that they had to be careful when they returned. It was time to snap to it and keep their guards up.
おめでとう姉さん。
Congratulations, Nissan.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
姉さんが決めたのよね。
You decided it, didn't you, Nissan?
後宮家当主跡継ぎの肩書きに5割って。
50% goes to the one bearing the title of successor to the headship.
ここで聞いてくるとはね。
It certainly worked out well for you.
今やそれはクラウス兄さんのことではない。
Now that portion isn't Kraus Nissan's.
だから姉さんの取り分が5割とその4分の1で125億。
So your share is now 50% along with a quarter of the rest for a total of 12.5 billion yen.
すごい取り分じゃない。
Isn't that incredible?
私は25億で満足よ。
2.5 billion is enough for me.
ルドルフ兄さんだって文句は言わないわ。
Rudolph Nissan won't complain either.
文句を言うのはクラウス兄さんだけでしょうね。
Kraus Nissan will probably be the only one to complain.
そうね。
Yeah, you're right.
何しろ六軒島の実質的管理者は兄さんだもの。
After all, Nissan is the de facto manager of Rokkenjima.
そしてその敷地内に黄金があった以上、
And since the gold was on these premises,
第一発見者が私でもうまくことを運ばないとややこしいことになりそうよ。
even though I was the first to discover it, things might get complicated if I don't handle it cleverly.
ならないわよ。
It won't get complicated.
そこまでをも想定して私たちは昨べ散々議論を尽くしたんじゃない。
Didn't we give it our all in that discussion last night with that in mind?
果たしてそううまくいくかしらね。
I wonder if it'll really go that smoothly.
私はもうすっかり興奮は冷めてるわよ。
I've already completely gotten over my excitement.
ここからの調整の方がむしろ問題ね。
How we manage everything from here on is the real problem.
それは新しき後宮家当主の問題ね。
That's a problem for the new head of the Ishirmiya family.
姉さんが楽しむべき問題よ。
A problem for you to enjoy, Nissan.
私には関係ないわ。
It has nothing to do with me.
言うわね。
Heh, that's some big talk coming from you.
第二発見者として姉さんに協力するから、
I'll support you as a second discoverer,
どうか例の前払い分、
if you'll at least give me the early payment we decided on.
私の1億5000万だけは3月までにお願い。
I'd like 150 million yen by March.
いいわ。
Yes, that will be fine.
私に協力するならそれくらい気前よく払うわ。
If you support me, I'll graciously pay you that much.
私は兄さんじゃないもの。
I'm not Nissan.
とりあえずは兄さんたちを驚かせましょう。
Anyway, why don't we go and shock Nissan and the others?
実際の場所は伏せるにしても早くクラウス兄さんの驚く顔が見たいわ。
Even if we cover up the actual location, I want to see Kraus Nissan's shocked face as soon as I can. What if the others are like dead?
ちょっと待ってよローザ。
Wait a second, Rosa.
それをみんなに伝えるのはまだ待って。
Wait a while before telling everyone about it.
え？
Huh?
どうして？
Why?
バカね、決まってるでしょ。
You idiot. Isn't it obvious?
相手はあの尊大なクラウス兄さんにずる賢いルドルフなのよ。
This is that haughty Kraus Nissan and that sly Rudolph we're talking about.
やがては発表するにしても今はまだ早いわ。
Even if we do announce it eventually, it's certainly too early now.
どうやって話を進めるか慎重に検討してからじゃないと。
Unless we carefully investigate how to make our next move.
せっかく見つけた黄金を全て兄さんにかすめ取られることもありえるわよ。
It's possible that all the gold we finally found, will be snatched away by Nissan. No, actually, I have a new thought. I think this is less likely to happen. But what if Kraus and Rudolph have had the same thing that Eva and Rosa are doing? What if they also found it, and they just are like, don't tell Eva and Rosa, and so then they don't know who found it first, and then it's back to a stalemate thing where they're like, no, we found it, and then we snuck out and actually found it too. Yeah, everyone is like, yeah, we found it earlier. Then we get to really see who's ready to shoot their siblings. Eva thought she was saying something extremely natural. So when she saw Rosa's expression suddenly cloud over, she was a little surprised.
何か不満なの？
What are you unsatisfied about?
クラウス兄さんたちの性分はあんただってよく知っているでしょうが。
You know what kind of a person Kraus-Nissan is.
姉さん、それはルール違反よ。
Nissan, that's against the rules.
何の話よ。
And you know me, Rosa. You know me. I'm Rosa, the rule stickler. What do you mean?
私たちは誰が黄金を見つけてもすぐに報告するというルールになっていたはずよ。
Didn't we make a rule that whoever found the gold would announce it immediately?
それを渋ればルールの根底が崩れて、
If you hesitate, the foundation of the rules will be destroyed.
後で何かの火種になるかもしれないわ。
And that could lead to something worse in the future.
クラウス兄さんが狡猾であるならばあるほどに。
With Kraus-Nissan as crafty as he is,
そのルール違反は後でこじれるわ。
that violation of the rules will come back to bite you.
バカ言わないで。
Don't be stupid.
ここは兄さんの島なのよ。
This is Nissan's island.
そしてさっきの黄金はキャッシュじゃない。
And that gold just now wasn't cash.
10トンもの莫大な換金物の山なのよ。
We're talking about the liquidation of a vast 10-ton mountain, right?
運び出して現金化するには相当の手間をかけるわ。
It'll take a significant amount of time to carry it off and turn it into cash.
そしてそれはこの島を実効支配している兄さんにあらゆる面で有利に働くわ。
And that will only work in Nissan's favor, since he has practical control over this island.
そんなこともわからないのあんたは。
Don't you even realize that?
そういう腹の探り合い、私は好きじゃないの。
I don't like it when you search out each other's weaknesses like that.
私は自分の取り分の25億をはっきり確定させたいだけ。
All I want is to reach a clear decision regarding my 2.5 billion portion.
もちろん姉さんが私に現金25億を今すぐ渡してくれるなら、
Of course, if you were to give me 2.5 billion in cash right now,
あとは姉さんがどう交渉しようと勝手よ。
you'd be free to continue negotiating however you like.
でも私の取り分が手元に入るまでは私は兄弟のルールを遵守するわ。
But until I have my share in my own pocket, I will follow the siblings' rules.
何を甘いことを。
How can you be so naive?
あんた兄さんのずる賢さを何も分かってない。
You don't understand Nissan's craftiness at all. It wasn't that Rosa didn't understand the craftiness of her older siblings. In that sense, Rosa more or less understood why Eva was being so cautious. So what is this black bar? But in her heart, she couldn't clear away her suspicion that Eva wanted to keep all the gold to herself. Because she knew that Eva was at least as crafty as her other siblings. In other words, I'm really thrown off by this. In other words, Rosa wanted to put a stop to any chance Eva had to keep the gold all to herself, by quickly informing the siblings of the gold's discovery.
Rosa.
Rosa.
悪いけど今だけは私の言うことを聞きなさい。
Sorry, but at least listen to me this once.
言うことを聞かないと1億5000万は用意できないってこと？
Are you saying that if I don't listen to what you say, you won't be able to get me that 150 million? Oh my god, oh no!
そういう言い方をしているつもりはないわ。
That isn't the way I wanted to say it.
でもあなたが本当にそのお金を必要としているなら私に協力した方が現実的よ。
But if you really need that money, supporting me is a more realistic option.
兄さんたちに話せばその当然の取り分すらもなくなってしまうかもしれない。
If you talk to Nissan and Rudolph, even the portion that's your natural right might disappear. Holy shit. Eva is full on just being like, you know what? I'm ready to play this game. That might have been stepping it a bit too far. I feel as if Eva is in trouble. Oh no. She literally just, she said, yeah, your whole portion is gonna be gone if you talk to him.
それは嫌でしょ。
You don't want that, do you? For a while, a severe expression that she'd never shown to her sister before rose to Rose's face. There wasn't even a trace of her restraint as the younger sister. There was just the ruthlessness. No, the seriousness of a single human arguing about a vast sum of wealth. Eva made light of it, chuckling.
やれやれ
My, my.
物騒な殺人事件が起こったばかりでその犯人がまだ島の中にいるかもしれないってのに
How careless we must be to stand around here talking like this.
こんなところで立ち話なんて私たちもつくづく不用心ね
Even though a frightful murder case has just taken place, and the culprit might still be on this island.
どうせ使用人たちの茶番でしょ
I'm sure it was just the servants play acting.
この島で殺人事件なんてもともと起こってないのよ
There were no murders on this island in the first place.
あ
Oh?
らやっぱりそう思う
So you do think that after all?
6人の死亡状況ではっきり説明がつくわ
The circumstances surrounding those 6 deaths show us that clearly.
あの6人の密室は外部犯行では絶対に作れない
A crime from the outside couldn't possibly have created those 6 closed rooms.
南條先生は全員死んでるって言ったけど
Dr.
あれも嘘ね
Dr. Nanjo said they were all dead, but that was a lie too.
これは全てお父様が仕組んだ手の込んだお芝居よ
Yeah, Dr. Nanjo, the known liar. This is all a complicated act that father cooked up.
使用人たちはみんな死んだふりをしているだけよ
All the servants are just playing dead.
もともと殺人なんか起こってない
A murder never occurred in the first place.
殺人犯なんかうろついてるわけがないのよ
There's no way that there's a murderer prowling around.
あんたがそれに気づくとは意外ね
I'm surprised you noticed.
割と怯えてるように見えたからそこまでは気づいてないと思ったの
You looked pretty scared, so I didn't think you'd figured out so much.
私そういう場の空気は読む方なの
I'm good at reading the mood of a situation.
おかげさまで鍛えられたから
I've got you to thank me for training me so well. That's right. Come to think of it, now that the servants are dead, almost everyone on this island is a member of the Ishimiya family. As for Nanjo, he proclaimed the deaths of the servants. But when the relatives began to discuss the riddle of the epitaph, he disappeared off to the second floor, as if he didn't want to get in the way.
すべて
All of it
私たちに非分に挑戦してもらおうというお芝居よ
was an act to get us to try and solve that epitaph.
だからこそ
And that's why
姉さんが勝利者であるという宣言が必要なのよ
you need to announce that you're the victor, Nissan.
あの焼死体が本当のお父様なわけがない
There's no way that burnt corpse was really father.
足の指の数が同じ死体をどこかで調達してわざわざ悪趣味に焼いてみせたのよ
He got a corpse with the right number of toes from somewhere. And every time I'm reminded about the toes thing in this game, that he has a certain a non-normal amount of toes on his feet. It makes me laugh so hard that it is a plot point. And went to all the trouble of burning it in that creepy way of his, so we would see it.
きっとどこかに隠れて私たちがどう振る舞うかを監視してるわ
I'm sure the going rate for like a corpse on the black market that has like extra toes on it, it's got to be so much higher than a normal corpse. A corpse with non-irregular amount of toes. I'm sure he's hiding somewhere, watching to see how we'll behave.
姉さんが黄金鏡に至ったこともきっとすでに知るところよ
I'll bet he already knows you reached the Golden Land, Nissan.
だからこそ早く姉さんが勝利者であると宣言すべき
That's why you should announce that you're the winner soon.
きっとお父様がどこからともなく現れて手を叩きながら姉さんこそが跡継ぎだと宣言してくれるわ
I'm sure Father will appear out of nowhere to applaud you and proclaim that you're his successor. Double dots.
まあでも
Then again,
私は姉さんから1億5000万を無心しなくてはならない以上
I've still got to pester you for that 150 million,
何も逆らうことなんかできないわね。
so I can't stand against you in any way.
私の言うことを聞いて兄さんたちには黙っている
So
とい
you'll
うこと
listen.
ね。
So you'll listen to what I say and keep quiet about this to Nissan and the rest.
そこをはっきりさせなさい
Make your position clear,
ローザ。
Rosa.
私は話したいわ。
I want to tell them.
ルールを定めたのはつい昨べよ。
We made that rule just last night.
それを保護にすべきではないわ。
We shouldn't just throw it away.
もちろん必ず兄弟の前で発表はするわ
Of course, I will announce it in front of the siblings.
でもその前によく状況を確認したいのよ
However, I want to closely analyze the situation first. Also, I want to wait just a certain amount of time so that something bad is bound to happen before I can.
10トンの黄金の運び出しそして換金
We've got to carry out 10 tons of gold, convert it into money,
公平な分配
and distribute it fairly.
それを兄さんに出し抜かれずに行える裏付けが取れるまでしばらく考える時間が欲しい
Until I have proof that I can do all that without Nissan getting in the way, I want some time to think.
それまで発表を待ちたいというだけの話よ
I only want to postpone my announcement until then.
決して独り占めしたくて内緒にするわけじゃないわ
I'm certainly not keeping it secret because I want it all for myself.
やがてはきっとみんなに発表するのよ。
You'll definitely announce it to everyone sooner or later, right?
もちろんよ
Yes, of course.
私だって早く兄さんの鼻を明かしてやりたいもの
Even I want to rub it in Nissan's face as soon as I can.
姉さんの言う考える時間というのはどの程度のものなの？
About how much time will you need to think?
そんなの考えてみなくちゃわからないわ
I won't know that until I've thought about it.
一晩あればそれは十分？
Will one night be enough?
一晩ってそんなの約束できないわよ
I can't promise you that it'll take only one night.
次期当主の姉さんに敬意を表して一晩は姉さんに協力するわ。
Out of respect for you, the successor, I'll support you for one night.
今年の親族会議は台風が通り過ぎて船が迎えに来る明日の朝まで。
This year's family conference will end tomorrow morning, and the typhoon passes and a boat comes to get us.
そうね。海猫の鳴く頃にはお開きになる。
That's right. When the seagulls cry.
そこまでは私も黙ってることにする。
I will remain silent until then.
それ以上の考える時間が必要だというのなら、その時に改めて相談しましょう。
If you still feel that you need more time to think about that, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there, okay?
私は姉さんの立場を
I'll support your position
最大限汲み取って協力するわ。
to the best of my ability. What was that sound effect?
あんた食えないわね
You really are cunning, aren't you?
びっくりよ
I'm surprised.
それだけのたくましさがあったなんて
Were you always this resilient?
女は子を持つと強くなるって本当ね。
I guess it's true that women become stronger when they have a child.
マリアを産んで私はそれを強く自覚したわ。
I realized that in myself when I had Maria. Oh, she's got that mom buff. That mother buff.
わかったわ
Understood.
とりあえずはあんたの協力に感謝するわ
For the time being, thanks for your cooperation.
明日の話は明日すればいいことよ
We can talk about tomorrow when it comes.
ええ、そうね。
Yes, that's right.
姉さんが黄金を独り占めにするなんて考えない。公平な当主跡継ぎだと信じてるの。
I'm convinced that you'll become a fair-minded successor to the headship, one who'd never even consider taking all of the gold for herself.
もちろんでしょ
Isn't that obvious?
ちゃんと黄金は兄弟で山分けするわよ
I'll split the gold evenly among the siblings.
いやよ、
No,
私が見つけた。
no way! I found it!
私たちが碑文の謎を解いたんだから。
Because we solved the riddle of the epitaph.
だからこの黄金は全て私のものだってば。
So this gold is all mine.
誰にも譲らないわ。
I won't give it up to anyone.
私が後宮家の当主なのよ。
I am the head of the Ishurmiya family.
私が
I am! The witch inside Eva claimed exclusive possession in a loud voice. Of course, that didn't reach even close to Rosa's ears, and it probably didn't reach Eva's either. Fun times. Indeed.
わらわがそれを認めようぞ。
I shall acknowledge it.
そなたこそ魔女の碑文に選ばれし正当なる後宮家の当主よ。
You are the true head of the Ishurmiya family, chosen by the witch's epitaph.
今こそそれを我が名において認めようぞ。
Now I acknowledge it upon my name. But
あんたは
you are
その格好
that outfit.
まさか
You couldn't
本当に
actually be
ベアトリーチェ。
Beatrice. Yeah, Beatrice in the flesh. Maybe Beatrice was happy that Eva had called her by her own name. She cackled cheerfully. In concert with that laugh, gold butterflies crept up as though a storm of gold dust was spinning around the room, and the room shone the color of gold.
いかに
Indeed,
わらわが黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェである。
I am the Golden Witch, Beatrice.
そう怯えることはないぞ。
There's no need to be so frightened.
わらわはそなたの偉業を称えておる。
I am praising your exploits.
本当に素晴らしい。
Truly excellent.
あの碑文の謎を見事解いてみせたと。
Imagine that you'd spectacularly solve that riddle of the epitaph.
わらわを感嘆させるに値す。
It is worthy of my admiration.
あの手紙の差出人はあなた？
You're the one who sent that letter?
なら私は全ての黄金と後宮家の家督を引き継げるのよね。
So I'll inherit all the gold in the Ishurmiya family headship, right?
あなたはそうあの手紙に記したわ。
You wrote that in your letter.
そして私はその挑戦に打ち勝った。
And I overcame that challenge. Indeed.
わらわはそれを認めようぞ。
I shall acknowledge it.
今やこの積み上げられた黄金のすべて、後宮家のすべてをどうしようもそなたの自由ぞ。
Right now, all of the gold piled up here, and everything of the Ishurmiya family, is for you to do with as you please.
何しろ今この瞬間より、そなたはもう後宮家の当主なのだから。
After all, from this moment on, you are already the Ishurmiya family head.
本当に？
Really?
本当よね？
It's true, right?
本当よね？
Right?
興奮するでない。
Do not be agitated.
わらわはそなたを率直に褒めておる。
I am openly praising you.
その証、そなたにこれを授けよう。
As proof, I shall grant you this. Beatrice took a ring off of her own finger and held it out to Eva. She fearfully accepted it and realized that it was a ring. Could
まさか
this be? Indeed!
金蔵より返還された後宮家当主の証である黄金の指輪だ。
She's like caused chaos. This golden ring is proof of the Ishurmiya family headship returned to me from Kinzo.
今よりそれはそなたのもの。
From now on, it is yours.
それを指にはめ、兄弟たちの前で高々と掲げるがよい。
You may place it on your finger and hold it high before your siblings.
そなたが今や後宮家の家督を継いだことに誰も疑いを挟めぬであろうぞ。
No one should doubt that you have now succeeded the Ishurmiya family headship. Alright, So, I feel like I'm going crazy. So just story check here for a moment. This Eva that Beatrice is conversing with, this can't possibly be happening on like a physical level, correct? Have I missed something? Did I misread something like streams ago? I thought the Eva, this young looking Eva, was like an internal voice inside of the Eva we know. And but then there was at some point they started, I don't know if like her inner voice was just like told Eva, the Eva we know, like, yeah, I'm a witch. And then Eva was like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Is it a real witch? Again, where is this conversation happening? Is it happening on a physical level at this point? Is it like, is this inside of Eva's head? Has Beatrice permeated through the physical head of the Eva we know and is talking to the inner Eva? Like, okay, we don't know. Okay, I hope that's the answer. I hope I didn't just like miss something. I hope it's still a mystery because I'm confused now. I was confused before. I'm now massively confused because we're now, at least like I said, based on the background, we're in the gold room. That just might be an aesthetic choice, but like, I was confused now when Beatrice is like talking to this young Eva being. Very strange. Very strange. No one should doubt that you've now succeeded the Ishimiya family headship. Eva stared closely at the ring. It certainly wasn't a fake. Without a doubt, it was the real thing. She dreamed of receiving this ring someday. Focused on this day over and over again, and it was now finally a certainty. This ring had now designated her as the head, and had been handed over to her. And, timidly, she put it on the middle finger of her left hand. In that instant, she felt a deep emotion welling up inside her that she'd never felt before. Her mind grew blank. Both eyes were opened. That ring was on her own finger. Not in a dream, but in reality. That ring is also pleased. After all, it managed to reach you, one who dreamed of putting it on their finger for so long. The ring. Father's ring. How many nights have you dreamed of putting that on your finger as you have done now? See, this is why I still think like this could be like some weird like dream or nightmare type situation. This doesn't feel right. The strength of those feelings became your magic and materialized itself. Now, you are worthy of calling yourself a great witch. Who are you? Are you really Beatrice? I am the Golden Witch, Beatrice. The Ishimiya family alchemist. In accordance with my contract with Kinzo, I will now pass everything on to you. All of the gold I entrusted Kinzo with. Also, this is a thought I've had now for a while, but now I'm just now voicing it. What is, if this is true, if this Eva, young Eva, whoever Eva, has won, what does that mean for the rest of this game, of this round? I mean, like the game of episode 3, chapter 3. Does it just end? Do we roll into credits? Do we call it, it's all over? And all of the wealth he built up through that. and the honor and headship of the Ishiramiya family.
我が力無限の魔女の称号をそなたに引き継ぐ
And I will pass on my power and the title of the Endless Witch. I know, I know this is maybe like one of those cases where we're gonna get the answer if I just advance the text for like 10 more minutes maybe. But like, so many questions. Is Shannon actually dead? Does, in the next episode, does old Beatrice, prime Beatrice, blue-haired Beatrice, does she come back as Kumasawa? Did Battler throttle Beatrice so hard that Beatrice is like, you know what? I give up. I'm done. I'm no longer having fun. And she's just piecing out? Is she just like, I'm good losing? I'm good with ending. And I will pass on my power and the title of the Endless Witch. Wait, I will pass on my power and the title of the Endless Witch? Does Eva become the witch? This whole time I was thinking Maria is gonna become the witch. The theory was Maria is gonna become the witch. Beatrice was setting her up to be the witch. Is it Eva? Is the painting gonna change to Eva? The title of the witch? Something's happening! I will pass on all of my magical power and the titles of the Golden Witch and the Endless Witch. Following my predecessor's example, I will hand over my name, Beatrice, along with that title. You may now call yourself by that name. Eva gulped. Oh my god, small Eva and Maria sword battle? Hell yeah, dude. Maria's like, that was my title to own. Maria's gonna be pissed. Maria's gonna be like, Maria was quiet this whole episode, this whole chapter. She was like, I'm laying in wait and I'm gonna get this title. I'm gonna be the Great Witch. And it's just stolen from her. Eva gulped. The chandelier light, which had seemed dim, now felt too bright. By my name, I shall now commence the succession of the Golden Witch. Oh! What? The instant Beatrice made that proclamation, everything was buried by a golden sparkle and changed into a majestic place that looked like an audience hall. In the audience hall, there was a crowd of Beatrice's minions and brethren, as well as countless gold butterflies celebrating this first succession ceremony in 1,000 years. When she looked, she saw Beatrice in the throne that only the Endless Witch was permitted to sit in, holding a golden staff, reigning with a dazzling dignity. Without being ordered by anyone, Eva automatically kneeled, hanging her head. What the fuck is happening? A goat attendant respectfully handed Beatrice, a golden staff in the shape of the one-winged eagle. After Beatrice stood up and received that staff, she laid the tip of it on Eva's shoulder and spoke. It was a proclamation 1,000 years in coming. Ishiramiya Eva. You have spectacularly solved the riddle of the witch's epitaph and reached the Golden Land. I praise that accomplishment. And hand over all of the endless magic as well as the titles of the Golden Witch and the Endless Witch. From this point forth, you may call yourself by my name. Beatrice. Come, raise your voice. Raise your face. Not voice. Don't raise your voice. Then stand and accept the staff. Eva Beatrice. I am most grateful. You know what? By the time... Okay, so the joke always is like, oh, you know, I've played all the Kingdom Hearts games. I'm now a fan of the lore or whatever. I call myself a Keyblade master, right? By doing all that. That's the joke, right? By the time I finish reading all of Umineko on stream, 100 plus hours of me just reading, maybe 200 hours plus, I too get to claim the title of Beatrice, and I too get to say that I am an endless witch, and I will call myself Austin-Beatrice. 2 titles. Eva stood up dizzily and took the magic staff from Beatrice's hand. Her hand was trembling slightly. I deserve to be the Golden Witch by the end of this. A years-long adventure. As soon as she grasped that staff, she was wrapped up in the brilliant sparkle of gold, as though gold butterflies were flowing out from inside of her. In the instant she succeeded the Golden Witch, Eva felt something in the depths of her soul be reborn. To describe it in a word, it was energy. Energy with a gold color. It felt like she was waking up, as though she had been half asleep ever since she had been born and was opening her eyes for the first time. It felt as though her true eyes inside her eyes were open for the first time in her life. What? Yeah! What's happening? This is my face right now. This is me. Some kind of combination of these 2 faces is me right now. Indeed. A fitting and beautiful outfit for the Golden Witch. Come, you may show yourself to all these people. Let them know that the new witch is indeed you. Eva, no, the new Beatrice turned around timidly. When she did, the witch's minions, which filled the vast audience hall, honored her with an applause that sounded like the roaring of the sea. Come, everyone! Replace all the portraits of Beatrice with the new Beatrice. Lift up words of celebration for the new Beatrice. Why not? What does this mean for the rest of this game? What does this mean? New Beatrice. God, I need to commission someone to do like a Beatrice style painting of myself. I need, taking the joke even further, calling myself Austin Beatrice. I need to commission someone to do like a, in this art style, like a portrait looking picture of me holding like the staff or something. Or honestly, let's go even further, an actual painting, and I will hang it in my apartment. And then any guest will be like, what the hell is this about? And I'll be like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Alright, new Beatrice, congratulations on the succession of the Golden Witch. I hope that you will become able to stand on your own as a proud Golden Witch, and as the Endless Witch. Yes, I will do my best. I expect a composure befitting the Endless Witch from you, unlike your naughty predecessor. Teacher, we're in the middle of a serious ceremony, so please, enough of that. Congratulations on the succession of the Golden Witch. New Beatrice-sama. I am called Renove. I am one of the 72 demons permitted to serve the Golden Witch.
これより常におそばに控えております。
If you are ever inconvenienced in the slightest,
何か不自由がございましたらいつでもお申し付けください。
please let me know at once.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
どの上は口は悪いが頼れる男だ。
Renove is rude, but reliable.
魔女としての新しき日々への戸惑いはその男に相談すれば晴れるであろう。
If anything confuses you in your new days as a witch, speak to this man, and he should be able to help you.
そして先代ベアトリーチェ様、
Predecessor Beatrice Sama.
ようやくこうしてお会いできたのに、これ以上のお使いを許されず、とても残念です。
It is a shame that I was not permitted to serve you further, even though we have finally been reunited like this. That is such a lie. Renove is so glad he's done with her. Renove is like, I'm glad I never have to spend another minute with you. You never thought we'd get this far? You never thought we'd get this far into the story? Or, like, this far into, like, the riddle being solved and, like, a whole thing happening? Also, I can't help but think, we now have young Eva here. Young Sheldon. Totally upstaging Maria. The riddle being solved, yeah. I honestly, I could have seen the game go either way. The riddle just ends up being like this unsolved thing, and it was just like a thing to distract the characters or something. But yeah, I'm on the camp that like young Eva here has totally stolen Maria's thunder in this episode 3. Like Maria stocks way down. Way down. Buy low. Buy low. I'm sure she'll come back. I think Maria stocks will have a bounce back at some point soon, though.
この1000年間、とても楽しく過ごさせていただきました。
These last 1,000 years have been very entertaining for me.
深く感謝いたします。
You have my deepest gratitude. Indeed.
そなたとの戦に退屈はなかったぞ。
1,000 years with you wasn't boring. Man, it's crazy. At the end of episode 2, we had Beatrice like parading naked battler by a leash in like a setting like this, and now one episode later, we have Beatrice having to give up her title to whoever the fuck this is.
新しき魔女の世話。
Crazy. Crazy how fast things change. Please, take care of the new witch.
はい。
Yes.
先代ベアトリーチェ様の最後のご命令
I, Renove,
で、この世の
will obey the final order
しかと聞き届けました。
of the former Beatrice.
感謝しなさいよ。
You'd better thank me, okay?
あんたの魔女継承の推薦人にサインしてあげたんだからね。
I gave my signature to recommend you for the succession of the witch, got it?
つまり私がサインしなかったらあんたは魔女になれなかったってわけ。
In other words, if I hadn't signed, you wouldn't have been able to become a witch.
だから少しは感謝なさいよね。
So thank me a little, okay?
こちらは絶対の魔女、ラムダデルタ卿。
This is the Witch of Certainty, Lady Lambda Delta.
そなたの無限の魔女継承には元老院の魔女の推薦が必要なの。
The recommendation of a witch from the Senate was required for your succession as an endless witch.
ラムダデルタ卿はそなたを推薦され後見人となってください。
Lady Lambda Delta recommended you and became your guardian. Thank you.
ちょっとベアと
Hey, Beato.
この子感謝が足りないわ。
This kid isn't grateful enough.
やっぱ推薦やめる。
I think I'll take back that recommendation.
推薦人は子供の使いじゃないでしょ。
A person making these recommendations shouldn't act like a child, right?
サインしたならきっちり責任取りなさい。
If you've signed, make sure you take responsibility.
ラムダデルタ卿は絶対の魔女でもあられ。
Lady Lambda Delta is also the Witch of Certainty.
絶対の魔女。
The Witch of Certainty prefers to make fate firm to create a fate of certainty. The hell is that she's saying? What is going on? Just nonsense. She really liked and highly valued her efforts until today.
まあ不遇の少女時代って報われない努力にねちょっとだけ同情しただけなんだから
Well, you had that unfortunate childhood, all that unrewarded effort. I can sympathize just a little bit with that.
別にかわいそうだからとか思ったわけじゃないわようぬぼれないでよね
It's not like I felt sorry for you or anything, so don't be so full of yourself.
つーんだ
私から見ればあなたの継承はまあ奇跡というよりは偶然ね
From my point of view, your succession, well, it was more of a coincidence than a miracle.
私が推薦するのはお返し
It isn't worthy of my recommendation.
こちらはベルンカステル卿
This is Lady Berncastel.
とても気難しいご人で
Bernie. She's quite hard to please.
だがこうして参列し祝福してくれただけでも行幸というものよ
This music just drowning out the voices of these characters. Still, you could say that just having her participate in the celebration makes you exceedingly lucky.
1000年ぶりの珍しいイベントだから来ただけ
I only came because this is a rare once-in-a-millennium event,
美味しいお酒も出るそうだし
and I heard there'd be some good sake.
新しきベアトリーチェ様
And we're here too! New Beatrice Sama,
ぜひ私たちにもご挨拶させてください
please come greet us as well.
どうもはじめまして
Huh? Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. The 7 sisters of Purgatory were gathered in a line. The eldest sister, Lucifer, took a step forward and kneeled.
こやつらはわらわに使いし家具
This is furniture that serves me.
継承祝いにそなたに使わ
As a gift to celebrate your inheritance, I will send them to you.
せそなたに黄金の魔女を継承した自らの復活の儀式を執り行ってもらわねばならない
Once you succeed the position of Golden Witch, you'll need to carry out the resurrection ceremony for yourself.
その儀式に煉獄の七姉妹たちは欠かせぬ役割を果たす
The 7 sisters of Purgatory perform a central role in that ceremony.
くせ者揃いだが役には立つぞ
They're a villainous bunch, but they serve their purpose.
手足とするがよい
Have them do whatever you wish.
常にベアトリーチェ様のおそばに
We will always be by Beatrice Sama's side.
何事もお命じください
Please order us to do anything you desire.
必ずや遂行してご覧に入れます
We'll accomplish our task without fail. Unless we fail like that one time just, a few streams ago. But we don't talk about that. Even after that, many nobles and minions visited and offered words of congratulation for the new witch. As she responded to them confusedly, she felt as though she was growing lightheaded due to lack of oxygen. She couldn't tell if this was something real or unreal. But there was just one thing she could understand. A feeling of achievement at being permitted to call herself the Golden Witch. That alone was a truth she could definitely understand. What is all this?
もちろん鵜呑みにするつもりはねえが一体どういう意味なんだ
Of course, I'm not gonna swallow this story, but what in the world does it mean?
エヴァおばさんが新しいベアトリーチェに
Aunt Eva is a new Beatrice?
魔女になっちまったっていうのか
Are you saying she's turned into a witch?
そんなバカな
What the hell?
わらわも驚いておる
I was also surprised
まさかあの碑文を解く者が現れるとは
to think that someone would be able to solve that riddle.
しかしそういうルール
However, that is the rule.
わらわは それにのっとり黄金の魔女の座と我が名を引き継がねばならぬ。
I must follow it and pass on the position of Golden Witch in my name.
驚かれるには値しますまい。
It is hardly something to be surprised about.
お嬢様はもとよりそういうルールを手紙に記されて公示されております。
At the very beginning, you wrote that rule in a letter and announced it.
エヴァ様がそれを最初に成し遂げた。
Eva Samo is simply the first to be successful.
それだけのことでございます。
That is all there is to say.
ワルギリアいるか？
Virgilia, are you there?
はい、おりますとも。
Yes, here I am.
この茶番が意味するところは何だ？
What does this farce mean?
おかしな魔女たちが次々と現れる描写はあいつのざれ言だとしても、
Even if this depiction of strange witches showing up one after another is some of her bullshit,
これじゃまるでエヴァおばさんが魔女になっちまったみたいじゃないか。
isn't this almost like Aunt Eva turned into a witch?
落ち着いて。
Calm yourself.
黄金の魔女という称号が継承され、あるいは以後自称するだけに過ぎません。
She has simply received the title of Endless Witch and might call herself that in the future.
この継承式はそれをあの子の解釈で演出したものに過ぎないに違いない。
The succession ceremony is certainly nothing more than an act to promote that child's explanation.
同じ手に何度もかからないで。
Don't fall for the same move over and over again.
そうだな。
That's right.
この盛大な式典は全てまやかしだ。
That whole grand ceremony was all phony.
だがエヴァおばさんが碑文の謎を解いたことまでは事実。
But it's at least a fact that Aunt Eva has solved the riddle of the epitaph.
そしてそれは同時に後宮家の家督を受け継いだことも指す。
And at the same time, that means she succeeded the Yushiromiya family headship.
そして10トンの黄金を得たということは、
And after getting 10 tons of gold,
エヴァおばさんが黄金の魔女を自称してもいいということなのか。
Aunt Eva might as well call herself the Golden Witch. Is that it?
くそ、相変わらずややこしいことをしやがって。
Damn, it's as complicated as ever.
やれやれ。
My.
無粋なる人間には式典の荘厳さを介することもできぬか。
Is a boorish human unable to comprehend the grandeur of this ceremony?
まあよ
Oh well.
い。空気を読めぬのが人間という。
Being unable to read between the lines is what makes you human.
そなたを哀れには思う
I
が、責
pit-
めはせぬぞ。
I pity you, but I do not blame you.
くそ、
Damn it.
かわいそうな人を見るような目で見やがって。
Don't look at me like you feel sorry for me.
だがとりあえず確認をする必要はある。
Still, for the time being, there's something I need to check.
それは若返ったエヴァおばさんみたいな分身。
And that's regarding this younger version of Aunt Eva.
つまり新しいベアトリーチェとかいうやつの定義についてだ。
In other words, the definition of this new Beatrice.
あれは何なんだ？
What is that?
わらわがそれを語ろうと。どうせそなたは魔法は信じぬ、魔女は信じぬの
I am
一点
battler.
張りである。
Even if I tell of it, you'll just persist in your disbelief in magic and witches, correct?
だからわらわから説明することは特に
So there's nothing in particular for me to explain.
ない。そなたが思う通りに信じればいい。
Feel free to believe in whatever it seems to be to you.
俺が思う通りだと？
What it seems to be to me?
じゃあどう解釈すりゃいいんだ？
Then how should I interpret this?
後宮エヴァの内面的別存在の視覚化と今は捉えていただき差し支えないかと思います。
For now, it might not hurt to view it as a visualization of a separate entity inside Yushiromiya Eva.
もちろん鵜呑みにはできませんが、今はそう理解するのが妥当でしょう。
Of course, you cannot blindly accept that answer, but it is probably a reasonable theory to hold for the time being.
つまりエヴァおばさんも彼女も同じ人物だと理解すべきなのか？
In other words, I should think of Aunt Eva and her as the same person, right?
くそ、なんだか気持ち悪い展開になったぜ。
Damn, I don't like where this is going.
そういうわけでこれよりベアトリーチェはわらわの名ではないぞ。
In any case, from now on, my name is no longer Beatrice.
後ろ宮エヴァに引き継いだから
I've passed it on to Shiromiya Eva.
な。というわけでわらわは名なしだ。
Which means that I am nameless.
バトラー、何かわらわに適当なふさわしき名はないものか。
Battler, don't you have some name that'd be fitting for me?
そなたの推薦を受けるぞ。
I shall accept your recommendation.
何か上品で気品あふれて、できればちょっぴりキュートな名前はないものか。
How about a name that's refined, full of elegance, and a little cute too, if you can?
お前なんかベアトのまんまで十分だぜ。
Just Beato is good enough for you.
ベアトとベアトリーチェで十分区別つくだろ。
There's probably a big enough difference between Beato and Beatrice to keep people from getting confused.
ベアトのままか。
So, the same old Beato, is it?
違和感はないのになぜだかつまらない。
Doesn't feel wrong, but it's boring for some reason.
紅茶の温度と女心はいつの時代も難しゅうございます。
They say the temperature of black tea and a woman's heart are difficult to gauge in any era.
バトラ君、
Battlekin,
とにかく以後は冷静に。
at any rate, stay calm from this point onwards.
現在の彼女は後ろ宮エヴァと判別がつくだけ私たちに状況は有利です。
The fact that we can now tell her and Ishinomiya Eva apart works to our advantage.
この子がベアトリーチェだった時に比べれば
Compared to the time when that child was still Beatrice.
だからこそ
And that's exactly
かえって気に入らねえんだがな。
why I like it even less.
何を考えてるんだ
What's she thinking?
ベアトのやつめ。
That Beato. Over there, the witches formed a long line to bless Aunt Eva, who are the figure of her younger days and who now possess the name Beatrice. How does that make any sense? Who fucking knows? It was like a witch's coronation. The countless gold butterflies flapped their wings, directing this fantastical gold sparkling space. They were all... I can't tell... So, literally, I thought we were gonna get a good explanation. Battler was literally asking the same question I was asking. Like, who the hell is this manifestation of young Eva? And I thought we were gonna get an answer, and then the game is like, Battler, don't even worry about it. And I can't tell if that means we're gonna get an answer later on, or it's just like hand-waving. It's just like, don't worry about it too much. We're not gonna give you an actual, like, straight-up kind of like explanation. Just deal with it. They were all praising her. As I stared from the distance, I looked at the newly born Beatrice, who had a slightly embarrassed smile on her face. Her expression, which had been lost and confused at first, seemed to be full of the happiness that she was finally starting to recognize. That expression didn't look at all like someone laughing insanely while standing before the gold. It was just the innocence of a person basking in their own joy. As a person who denied the existence of witches, I couldn't view this witch succession ceremony with a joyful expression and accept her. However, when I looked at that innocent smile, I felt like I wanted to offer my blessings, just for that moment. It's always beautiful when strong efforts bear fruits and are rewarded. And Eva, who had always yearned to succeed the headship, and who had worked hard since her youth without reward, had spectacularly taken hold of the chance given to her by the riddle of the epitaph, and had finally gained that position. How divine is the smile of a person whose childhood dreams have been granted. I definitely won't accept witches, but... Battler put his hands together, making a small sound. Clap. Clap. It didn't reach her ears, but it did bless her. Battler can't help but pay respects.
エヴァおばさん。
Congratulations, Aunt Eva. You spectacularly solved the riddle of the epitaph before anyone else. It's your victory without any complaints. I won't accept all that about the Golden Witch and so on, but I will accept you as the new head of the Ishinomiya family, and I'll celebrate that sincerely. As though urged on by Battler's applause, Beato also clapped. It was a slightly odd scene. Battler and Byato, who opposed each other, were standing side by side and applauding the same person.
魔女に拍手してるわけじゃねえぞ。
I'm not applauding for a witch.
エヴァおばさんのこれまでの努力に拍手してんだぞ。
I'm clapping for all of Aunt Eva's efforts up until now.
わらわも
As am I.
あの碑文を見事に解いたエヴァに対し率直に祝福の拍手を送っておる。
I offer my sincere applause as a blessing to Eva, who spectacularly solved that epitaph.
お前と一緒に拍手してるってのが気に入らね
I don't like applauding with you.
えが。ま、今は気にしねえことにするぜ。
But, well, I've decided that I won't worry about it now.
たまにゃ、お前と一緒に拍手しても罰は当たらねえか。
Divine punishment won't fall on me just because I clap with you every once in a while.
たまにはオツである。
It's not so bad every once in a while.
しかし拍手って楽しいな。
Still, it is fun to applaud.
成し遂げたのはわらわではなくエヴァであるというのに、なぜかこっちまで嬉しくなってきおるわ。
Even though it was Eva who was successful and not me, for some reason I'm starting to feel happy too.
祝福するってことは、その喜びを共感する、共有するって意味だからな。
That's because blessing someone means the same thing as sympathizing and sharing with them. I see.
ではこのわけもなく嬉しい気持ちはそなたとも共有できているというわけだ。
Then, I've even shared this irrational happy feeling with you.
互いを屈服させようとする敵同士でありながら、これは奇異な体験よ。
Since we are a pair of enemies trying to make each other surrender, it is an odd experience.
ま、今だけは休戦で手を叩こうじゃねえか。
Well, just for now, let's have a truce and clap, okay? Byato laughed impishly, playing around and applauding even louder, as though eagerly trying not to lose to Battler as she clapped. Battler went along with her and clapped even louder. The fuck is... When he did, as though some ceremony had ended, everyone applauded and highly praised the reborn Beatrice. It was just as though Battler's and Byato's applause had been the final thing needed for succession. A true clap-off. This can't be the end of episode 3, is it? It's just credits roll. It's just like, you're done. Let's go to episode 4. No, there's too much not explained. There's not enough. I need more. Ten that day. Alright, we are getting more. Okay. I'm gonna go get some water real quick. So I will be right back. Restroom and all. Give me just like 2 or 3 minutes here. Okay. Let's see. Where's this? There we go. Alright. Rosa. We've exited the weird world of clapping for new Beatrice. Just to keep it straight, when referring to the now 3 Beatrices we have in this story, we have Beatrice. If I ever say Beatrice, I probably mean blonde-haired Beatrice that we know of, the longest Beatrice. Then we have new Beatrice, which is young Eva, aka Eva Beatrice, hyphenated, if you will. Eva hyphenated Beatrice. And then the original Beatrice, or the original Beatrice we know of, the earliest Beatrice, the purple/blue/violet hair Beatrice, Beatrice Prime, predecessor Beatrice, aka Virgilia. Nothing to get confused about. Rosa returned to the lobby. It was still her turn to rest, but her expression made it look as though she couldn't sleep deeply with all this tension. Take it easy and lie down. Keep this up and you'll have it pretty rough later on. Thanks for the concern. I just couldn't fall asleep. I've already taken a shower, so I'm good for now. The next person can rest. What about you two? Kairi-san? Rudolph-san? What do we do, Rudolph-san? Shall we rest? You can rest. I'll stay awake. That's the only manly thing I can do right now. Ah. He needs to be manly in this moment. Then I'll stay awake. Staying awake with my husband is the only womanly thing I can do right now. Giggle. You two truly are close. She's like, wow, you guys are such relationship goals. You guys don't hate each other's guts and can't stand, and you guys can at least stand each other. You should talk. Giggle. It seems Eva and Hideyoshi-san are out cold. It appears that, unlike Rosa, they can't fight against their age. As though in response to those words, the door to the hall clunked open. Clunk. Eva and Hideyoshi returned from the guest room. That's none of your business. Oh, Rosa. Are you sure you don't need to rest yet? You should talk, Nissan. Why not take it easy and sleep? I just can't get to sleep. Taking a shower shook my drowsiness off. Rudolph, Kairi-san, you can rest if you want.
Oh, thank you.
Sure, thanks. Well, for now, let's say I appreciate the sentiment. What the hell is this scene? They're all just like, hey, you go to sleep. And then they're like, no, I can't possibly. You go to sleep. And they're like, no, I'm not tired. I'm gonna stay awake with my loving wife. You go to sleep. And it's just like, what's happening? Why don't you go first, Aniki? How kind of you. But I cannot rest first. That is the most I can do as the oldest brother right now.
私たちは最後まで起きていますのでご心配なく。
Do not worry. The two of us will stay awake until the very end. Giggle.
それよりエヴァ姉さん
More importantly, even Eva Nissan.
大丈夫？
Are you okay?
少し顔色が悪いわ。
You look a little pale.
そういやそうやな。
Come to think of it, you're right.
ちょいと熱っぽいで。
Could it be a bit of a fever? Hideyoshi put out his hand up against Eva's forehead. Seemed that Eva wasn't feeling her best.
言わんこっちゃねえ。
That goes without saying.
年のくせに生活リズムを崩すからだぜ。
That's what happens. That's what happens. You break your sleep cycle at your age. They're missing a when.
風邪か？
Is it a cold?
夏日、
Natsui.
上野南條先生を呼んできてくれんかね。
Could you call Dr. Nanjo down?
はい。
Yes.
いいわ、そこまで大げさじゃない。
I'm fine. You don't have to make such a fuss over it.
常備薬は持ってるから大丈夫よ。
I have some medicine, so I'll be okay.
疲れるとすぐ熱に出るの。
I tend to get fevers when I'm tired.
心配しないで。
Don't worry.
姉さん無理しないで。
Nissan, take it easy, okay?
ありがとう。
Thank you.
私抜きで兄弟が集まってると、私の陰口でも言われてるような気がしちゃってね。
If the siblings gathered without me around, I get the feeling everyone would start talking behind my back.
昔からの被害妄想なの。
It's a persecution complex from long ago.
ごめんね。
Sorry, okay?
私は何も言わないわよ。
Well, I won't say anything.
姉さんのいないところで姉さんの嫌な話なんて。
As if I'd say bad things about you behind your back, Nissan.
どうしたの？
What is it?
姉さんさっきから変よ。
Nissan, you've been acting strange for a while.
もう少し休んだら？
Shouldn't you get a little rest now?
そうね。
You're right.
3月までの金策を考えたら頭痛がひどくなってきちゃったわ。
Just thinking about raising money by March makes my headache hurt even worse.
それは良くないわね。
That isn't good.
休んでて。
Rest.
姉さんの頭痛がひどくならないよう私も実調してるわ。
Ah, yes, the much important scenes that have been missed. That isn't good. Rest, and I'll hold back too, so that your headache doesn't get worse.
私だって頭痛さっきから辛いし。
I've had a bad headache myself for a while now.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
じゃあ私お言葉に甘えてもう少し休ませてもらうわね。
Well then, take those words to heart and rest for a while. Fades away.
どうしたんやエヴァ。
What is it, Eva?
急にへそ曲げて。
Why so angry all of a sudden?
すまんな。わしらもうちょい休ませてもらうわ。
Sorry. Please, let us rest a bit longer.
すまんな。すまんな。
Sorry. After apologizing several times as though praying, Hideyoshi followed Eva out of the lobby. I don't like this atmosphere.
どうにもギスギスしている。
It's all so strained.
無理もない。
That's no surprise.
早朝に殺人事件。
There was a murder early this morning.
それからずっとここで銃を抱きながら缶詰ですもの。
And since then, we've been eating canned food and carrying guns around. Oh, the travesty of canned food!
ストレスが溜まって当然ね。
It's natural that we'd start to build up stress.
上の子たちもだいぶストレスが溜まってるんじゃないかしら。
I wonder if the kids up there are building up stress too. But let's not check in with them. Cause fuck the kids.
マリアが心配だわ。
I'm worried about Maria.
こういう時は感触を起こしやすいの。
She tends to throw tantrums at times like these. This. Children who? At that moment, they heard the sound of wild footsteps coming from the second floor. Canned food just being so beneath them. The guest house wasn't a cheap building, so they wouldn't normally have heard the sound of footsteps. It was like the sound of someone stamping their feet in frustration. And an instant later, accompanied by what seemed to be the sound of her running out into the second floor hallway, they could hear Maria calling over and over again, sounding displeased. She was summoned. She was summoned. Rosa grabbed her head, her hair flying, and she voicelessly moaned in anguish. The adults conscientiously turned their backs to her, pretending not to notice. The noisy clamor came down from the second floor and flew into the lobby. It was Maria who was sobbing along with the other children in Nanjo. In other words, they had all come downstairs because of Maria's tantrum. I'm telling you, dude, Maria's having a tantrum because she lost the witch ship to fucking young Eva. Young Eva, a figment of Eva's imagination. She can't believe she lost to a non-real person. I'm calling it right now. Just a fucked up theory. Rosa couldn't hide her dizziness at this new annoyance her daughter was bringing to everyone. Sorry, Aunt Rosa. We tried to calm her, but she just wouldn't listen. I know, I love how the text was very quick to be like, and here comes Maria, immediately annoying Rosa to no end. Like, 2 seconds with Maria, and Rosa was like, oh, fucking here we go again. My fucking child. Crying. Wang. What is it, Maria? Could you be a little more quiet? Everyone's watching. It's that rose of hers from the rose garden. She suddenly started saying that she was worried about it. I think she's half asleep. She suddenly woke up and started going on about how worried she was about that rose. Maria-chan, calm down. That was just a dream. Bless George in his attempts to bring rationale to calm down Maria. It's a valiant effort. That rose belonged to Beatrice and me. Oh, she can tell. Dude, I'm telling you. She can tell there's a disturbance in the air from a young Eva. She feels it. She feels she has lost the bond between her and Beatrice. Like, it's Maria's got the sense. She has it. So if I don't take care of it, Beatrice is gonna get mad. It might get snapped off again. I'm just being as obnoxious as ever. Rosa just summoned some thunder. I'm telling you to quiet down a bit, okay? The sudden rise in her tone and the tone of Rosa's voice surprised the children. But Maria's crying just grew louder and her tantrum just grew fiercer.
Rosa-san.
How to Child 101. Don't yell at them when they're already upset. Rosa-san. You mustn't scold a child so unsparingly. At times like this, it's best to give them some warm milk or something.
ここにあるかもね。
Fucking Nanjo ready to put Rosa in her place. Is there any here?
さっき朝食代わりに出した牛乳で空っぽです。
The milk we just had for breakfast is empty now.
誰か子供用の鎮静剤とか持ってるか？
Doesn't anyone have a sedative to use on kids?
ほ
Sedative?
ら、銀の粒みてえなやつとか。
You know, those silver pill things.
持ってるわよ。
I have some. Let's fucking drug my kid.
ああ、今探して飲ませるから。
Yes, I'll search for some now and give them to her. Without hiding her displeasure, Rosa grabbed the handbag that had been set on the sofa and fished around for some medicine. What the hell is happening? It seemed she had brought some child use sedatives for Maria's tantrums. Sedatives. She found it and opened the bottle, but it must have been empty. Sedatives. Irritated, Rosa shook the bottle several times. But that didn't change the fact that nothing was in there. Oh shit. As she did that, Maria's crying grew even more intense. At that time, Eva was lying on her bed, covered by the bedding. Hideyoshi returned from the washroom, folding a handkerchief soaked in water.
こら、ずいぶんひどい熱や。
Ooh, this is one nasty fever.
きっと親族会議の毒気にやられてもうたんやな。
I'll bet it's the poisonous air at this family conference that got you.
今はもう他の親族たちのことは全部忘れるんや。
For now, you can forget all about the other relatives.
な。
Okay? As Hideyoshi spoke to her kindly, he set the soaked handkerchief on Eva's burning forehead. Eva rested her own hand on top of his.
あなたの手、
They're gonna have a moment here? Your hand
ひんやりして気持ちいい。
feels nice and cool.
わしの手が気持ちいいようじゃ、だいぶ熱が出とるな。
If my hand feels nice, your fever must be pretty bad.
安心せえ。すぐに薬が効いてくるわ。
Don't worry, the medicine will start working soon.
それにな、わしの手は魔法の手なんや。
Plus, my hand is a magic hand. Hideyoshi is too pure for this world. Hideyoshi is too pure for the rest of this family.
こうしてエヴァの額に手を当てとるとな。
I just put it against your forehead like this.
どんな熱も立ちどころに治ってしまうんや。
Thwap. And any fever will melt right away.
そうね。
You're right.
あなたの手で私の熱が引かなかったことは一度もないものね。
Your hand always makes my fevers fade.
そうや。
Yep.
わしの手があれば医者いらずやで。
No need for a doctor when you've got my hand.
安心して目をつむるんや。
Don't worry and close your eyes.
すぐにわしの魔法でぐんぐん熱が下がるからな。
My magic will make that fever fade away.
うん、知ってる。
Yes, I know.
あなたの魔法を感じるもの。
I can feel your magic. Hideyoshi was about to say it was just a placebo effect, but he stopped. If Eva said she could feel magic coming from his hand, then that was fine for now.
魔法って本当にあるのかしら。
I wonder if magic really exists.
おお、
Yeah,
あるで。
it does.
信じる者にしかわからへんけどな。
Only those who believe can tell, though.
そういう魔法は案外世の中にたくさんあるもんや。
There's actually a lot of magic like that out there in the world.
魔法が実在するなら、やっぱり魔女も実在するのかしら。
Oh, do we need a certain, do we need a this? If magic actually exists, then I wonder if witches actually exist too.
ん？
Oh?
森の魔女ベアトリーチェのことかいな。
You mean the witch of that forest, Beatrice?
信じる者にはおるやろな。
She probably does exist for those who believe,
神様と同じや。
just like the gods.
信心深い人の前にしか姿は現さんのや。
They don't show themselves except in front of those with strong faith.
私もね、
I did it too, you know.
昔魔法が使えたの。
Long ago, I was able to use magic.
ほう、
Oh?
ほんまかいな。
Really?
じゃあお前も魔女やったんやな。
Then you were a witch too.
私がね、絶対に叶えたい夢があって、
I had dreams that I wanted to come true no matter what.
それを強く願って努力すると、それは必ず叶ったの。
After wishing strongly and trying hard, it always came true without fail.
私はその魔法でいつも成績は一番だったし、生徒会長にだってなったし、入りたい大学にも実力で入れたし。
With my magic, my grades were always the best, and I even became a student council president and worked hard to get into the university I wanted.
いつだってどんな願いだって叶えてきたわ。
Everything I wished for was granted.
そうやな。
That's right.
お前の魔法はいつだって大したもんや。
Your magic was always a thing to be reckoned with.
お前は確かに魔女や。
You're definitely a witch,
そして誰にも負けん努力家や。
and you work harder than anyone.
わしゃよう知っとるで。
I know all about it.
私ね、
When
子供の頃からずっと心の中にもう一人の自分がいて、いつも私を励ましてくれたの。
I was a kid, the whole time, there was another me inside myself who always supported me.
そしてその自分は魔女だったわ。
And that other self was a witch.
森の魔女ベアトリーチェなんて信じなかった。
I didn't believe in Beatrice, the witch of the forest.
もし六軒島に魔女がいるとしたら、それは私の心の中の魔女のことだってずっと信じてきた。
I always believed that if a witch of Rokenjima did exist, it was the witch inside my heart.
その魔女の自分に私はすごい感謝してる。
I was so grateful to that witch inside myself.
あなたに出会わせてくれてよかったなって、いつも感謝してる。
I was always grateful that she brought me to you.
病気の時のお前はいつも気弱すぎや。
You get too timid when you're sick.
今は何も言わんで。
Don't say anything for now.
熱が下がるまでずーっとこうしてるからな。
I'll stay like this the whole time until your fever's gone down. Yes.
絶対に手を
Don't take your hand away.
離さないでね。
No matter what.
なんだか私、
Somehow,
自分が自分でなくなるような気がして、
I feel like I'm becoming something that isn't myself.
さっきから怖いの。
And I've been scared for a while now.
私の中の魔女が
I get the feeling that the witch inside me
ベアトリーチェに触発されて、どんどん強くなるような気がして。
was provoked by Beatrice and is growing stronger and stronger. Alright, something weird is probably bound to happen soon. I think it's clear that the game is trying to hint towards us that this fever is being induced because of potentially what was happening with young Eva, which is inside of Eva and has become the new Beatrice. So, like, what if, okay, what if it's like some weird rules where like young Eva and actual Eva we know can't exist on the same physical plane? So what if, you know how I was confused earlier when like we had the scene in the Golden Land room, whatever they want to call it, where the gold was, and I was like, is this happening inside of Eva's head? Is this a physical manifestation? I was like, now I'm thinking this. What if it's like, through that ceremony, what if like young Eva that was inside of Eva's head on the physical plane was then yoinked out, essentially, for lack of a better term, during the ceremony thing, and they're like, hey, you know what, you get to become an endless witch, and you're really not a real human being, you're the thoughts of a real human being, but hey, now that you're a witch, you get to transcend from the, like, now that you're on like this plane of existence that is like the witch, the magic plane of existence. I still haven't come up with a good term to call it, but the fake plane of existence. And that scene's happening there. And then they're like, all right, now if you want to exist in the real world, this one, now you have to like essentially you as you put in chat, like bust through. You have to take control of Eva, the real Eva. And like if you want to exist as a physical manifestation on the physical plane, you have to something along the lines of like you've got to take this body. You're both Evas can't exist. And what if this fever is real Eva slowly disintegrating? And then come episode 4. I still don't know if we're near the end of episode 3 or not, but like come episode 4, Hideyoshi no longer has a wife, is no longer like has like the regular Eva. She no longer exists. You have Kid Eva in some weird thing, and she's playing Beatrice. I don't know. Somehow it feels like she's going to swallow me whole.
大丈夫や。
It's okay.
わしが一緒にいる限り、なんも恐れることなんてあらへん。
As long as I'm with you, there's nothing to be afraid of. He is just a little too lax. He said that way too calmly. Something's about to happen.
ほら、
It's so...
ちょいと山目
Oh
な
no!
国に旅行に行った時、バスごと強盗にあったことあったやろ。
Also, we've yet to see so much from young Eva, but if that's true, if we lose adult Eva to this, I'm gonna be a little bummed. Because I really like, in a weird twisted way, I really like adult Eva. She's the villain that this story needs. And I don't know if young Eva carries that same weight of a villain in my head. But whatever, I digress. Remember the time we went to that dangerous country and the whole bus got robbed?
わしが撃退したんやで。
I drove him off.
金時計を渡して拝み倒しただけだったじゃない。
Didn't you just hand over your gold watch and beg them to go away?
かっこ悪いけどかっこよかったわ。
It was pretty lame. But it was cool.
この手
Don't move your hand away.
絶対に離さないでね。
No matter what.
眠っても絶対に離さないでね。
Not even if I fall asleep.
そして何か不気味なものが忍び込んできても
And if something creepy sneaks in here,
私を守ってね。
protect me. Also, this is, again, question I had earlier in this episode, in this stream. Is the Twilight stuff still happening? Do we have to still commence the killings? Because we still haven't seen, I think, the lover's death. Are we gonna have Eva, now that they're secluded, are we gonna have Eva and Hideyoshi here die to continue the thing? I mean, does that still need to happen?
おう、任せとかんかい。
Too many questions. Yep, leave it to me.
だから今は安心して眠るんやで。
That's why I'm telling you to stop worrying and get to sleep.
すぐに薬と
Go to sleep.
わしの魔法が効いてくるからな。
Because the medicine and my magic will start working real soon. Eva finally calmed her heart and closed her eyes. That's what I'm saying. And does it even matter then? Does she need to announce it? We just go into episode 4 and she's a witch? Maybe? At that time, there was a sound of a door being opened violently from the direction of the lobby. It seemed that Maria was having a tantrum, and screams of "ooh, ooh" could be heard, along with Rosa's rebuking yells. That probably hurt Eva's ears. Or maybe it was giving her a headache. Eva moaned as though in pain and buried herself in the covers. It was easy to guess what was happening. Maria had probably had a tantrum for some reason, gone down to the lobby, and started arguing with Rosa, who then scolded her daughter. And then, maybe that too, or got too embarrassing to be shown in front of the other relatives, So Rosa had taken Maria out into the corridor. Hideyoshi had no desire to butt in on Rosa and Maria's problem. But just for now, since Eva's condition was so bad, he wanted them to take their ruckus, somewhere else.
ちょいと待っとれや。
Wait just a sec.
静かにするようお願いしてくるわ。
I'll ask them to keep it down.
早く戻ってきて。
Come back quickly.
大丈夫や。この部屋から出んて。
Don't worry, I won't leave this room. Hideyoshi removed the chain, opened the door, and stuck his face out into the corridor. He immediately met Rosa's gaze.
大丈夫かいな、ローザさん。
Everything okay, Rosa-san?
ごめんなさい。うるさくして起こしちゃったかしら。
I'm sorry, did all this noise wake you? Ooh, 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 ooh.
マリアちゃん、ごめんな。
Maria-chan,
エ
sorry.
ヴァおばさんな、具合が悪くて寝とるんや。
Aunt Eva isn't feeling well and she's trying to sleep.
すまんが、ちょいと静かにしてもらえるか。
Could you quiet down a bit? Maria's tone didn't change after Hideyoshi's request. She kept crying, ooh, ooh, and repeating, my rose, my rose. Rosa slapped Maria's cheek, lifted her up while covering her mouth, and dragged her towards the entrance, trying to at least put some distance between her and Hideyoshi's room. It's such a bummer because we literally all episode did not have Maria even showing her face to like anyone else. She was up tucked away with the rest of the kids, and then like she comes down crying and immediately Rosa's like, ah shit, time to abuse my child time. Rosa just springs into action like, that's my cue. She would still probably be noisy for a while, but he had warned Rosa for the time being. Relying on Rosa's actions as a mother, Hideyoshi closed the door.
またマリアちゃんが泣いてるの。
Is Maria-chan having a tantrum again?
そうみたいやな。
Looks like it.
ローザさんも大変や。
It's tough for Rosa-san too.
それを思えば、うちのジョージはできすぎや。
Come to think of it, our George is almost too good to be true.
親が感謝したいくらいやで。
We should be grateful.
そうね。
You're right. Hand.
おお、すまんすまん。
God, Eva's so pathetic. Oh, sorry.
ほら、魔法の手やで。
Look, it's the magic hand. He put his hand on Eva's forehead again. Maybe there really was magical power in that hand. A truly peaceful look rose to Eva's face, and bit by bit she began to drift off into the land of sleep. That's what I'm saying, he's too good for this family. As he had promised, Hideyoshi kept his hand on her forehead. By the entrance, with her hand still against Maria's mouth, Rosa was at a loss at what to do next. She hadn't been able to withstand everyone's gazes in the lobby, and had yelled at the children to go upstairs, dashing out of the lobby. Then, she had gone out into the corridor, only to have Hideyoshi say that she was too noisy. Where should I go now? Where should I take this child who's having a tantrum? She felt as though tears of frustration were about to come out. As Maria kept struggling in an attempt to scream, Rosa put her mouth up to Maria's ear, and tried to persuade Maria in a properly calm voice.
マリアはそんなにもバラが見たいのね。
Maria, do you really want to see the rose that much? This fucking sprite. Maria nodded her head several times, moaning, ooh, ooh.
どうしてそんなにバラが見たいの？
Why do you want to see it so much?
お母さんが聞いてあげるから静かに話して。
I'll listen as your mother, so will you tell me quietly?
叫んだら殴るわよ。
I'll hit you if you scream.
マリアのバラ、
My rose.
ベアトリーチェに読め らせてもらったの。
Beatrice revived it.
また折れちゃってるかも。
It might have snapped off again.
マリアはそれが心配。
I'm worried about that.
確かめないと眠れない。
I can't sleep until I'm sure. Apparently she was still upset about that marked rose from yesterday. Rosa felt her headache throbbing again, but she was at least a little relieved that Maria had now stopped her screaming.
とにかく今はみんな大変なの。
Anyway, everyone is having a hard time right now.
だからママたちに迷惑をかけないで。
So don't bother Mama and everyone else. Rosa really just hit Maria at the like, okay, I heard what you had to say, now shut up.
バラの話は
No more.
明日雨が上がったら好きにしていいから。
You can worry about that rose all you want tomorrow when it stops raining.
だから今は聞き分けなさい。
So for now, listen to me. No.
やだやだやだやだ。
No, 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 no.
マリアのベアトリーチェのバラ。
It's my Beatrice's rose. Here it comes. Ah, she got wah. Rosa reflexively covered Maria's mouth. She had spoken a little too harshly and gotten her agitated again. No. No. Rosa realized that it was partly her own fault and clicked her tongue in self-hatred. But Maria thought that was directed at her, and her crying grew even fiercer.
お願いだから静かにして。
Please, just be quiet.
どうしたらあなたは泣き止むの？
What can I do to make you stop crying? Dude, I just had a thought. Are we ever gonna get to the point where Rosa gets so unhinged and so annoyed with Maria that, like, it takes a step further from, like, just abuse and, like, actually Rosa's like, you know what? I'm taking this gun.
どうしたらあなたはママの言うことを聞いてくれるの？
That's what I'm talking about, yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, if it happened, would you, if it happened, would you be that shocked? I mean, you'd be like, damn, Rosa, you're really bad. But would you be that shocked? Look at how she acts. Her child is crying. Look at how Rosa is like, God, this is such a bad reflection on me. I gotta hit my child, and she better shut up. And then, I would not be shocked. Every once in a while, forget about Apple Maria. Oh, God. Please, just be quiet. What can I do to make you stop crying? What should I do to make you listen to what your mama says? Suddenly, Maria stopped crying so fast that it seemed unnatural. Then she turned around and muttered. Oh, no.
マリアのバラを見たら、ちゃんと明日まで静かにしてるよ。
If I get to see my rose, I'll stay quiet until tomorrow.
本当？
Really?
うん。
Yes.
バラ庭園に行って、マリアのバラを見たら、も
If
う
we-
おとなしくする。
If we go to the rose garden and see my rose, I'll calm down.
本当だよ、ママ。
I mean it, Mama. If it would keep Maria quiet for the time being, Rosa thought that even going out into this wind and rain would be a small price to pay. She thought it might be a bit reckless, but in the end, no murder or anything of the sort had actually occurred. All of that clamor since this morning had been a farce set up by Kinso. If you carefully thought about the chain of closed rooms, it clearly had to all be an act.
本当にバラを見たらもうおとなしくする？
Will you really listen if you get to see the rose?
うん、
Yes.
本当だよ、ママ。
I mean it, Mama. Ouch. Rosa, excuse me, didn't overlook that creepy laugh and lightly hit Maria with her fist. Lightly hit her with her fist. And she shrugged as though giving up.
分かったわ。
Understood.
一目見たら納得するのよ。
If it's just one look, then I'll agree.
いいわね。
Will that work?
ママ
Yes, Mama.
約束する
I promise. Once again, Rosa tested the weight of her gun. It'll be okay. It's only an act. There was never a murderer on this island in the first place.
くそ待てよローザおばさん
Damn it. Wait, Aunt Rosa!
ローザおばさんとマリアが第二の晩の犠牲者なのか
Are Aunt Rosa and Maria the sacrifices for the second Twilight?
くそくそくそ誰か気づけよ呼び止めろ
Damn it, damn it, damn it. Someone notice them. Tell them to stop.
今の親父たちや俺たちは何をしてるんだ
What are those guys in the living room and us kids doing? Indeed.
ローザ親子の痛々しい関係に気を使ってわざわざ話題を変えておるぞ。
They are being considerate of Rosa's pitiful relationship with her daughter, and are forcibly changing the subject.
そなたらも2階へ上がり、テレビを見ながら話題を変えておる。
The group that includes you went up to the second floor and is talking about something else while watching TV.
くそったれ
You bastards!
誰か気づけよ
Someone notice them!
一番近くにいるのは誰だよ
Notice them,
君の上司さん
senpai!
か
That's dumb. Who's the closest? Is it Uncle Hideyoshi?
頼むよ玄関から二人が出ていくのを気づいてくれようわ
Please notice that they're sort of leaving through the front door. Ah!
届かん届かん。
It won't reach, it won't reach.
二人のささやかな時間を邪魔してくれるな。
Don't disturb their precious time together. Whoa. Also, if this is true, if they got here, is this would be, I think, Maria's first time not making it through? Hideyoshi kept talking kindly, his hand on Eva's forehead. He didn't notice at all that Rosa and Maria were going outside through the front door. In that case, there was no way the others in the lobby, which was even further away, would notice. Much less those in the cousin's room on the second floor.
そなたは何を慌てておるのか。
Why are you so panicked?
第一の晩にて、犯人は事故死したとの大胆な察してみて、わらわを打ち破ったではないか。
Didn't you defeat me with that bold move, saying that the culprit died in an accident on the first Twilight?
ならばもう、この島に犯人はおらぬことになる。
Doesn't that mean there's no longer a culprit on this island?
何を心配する必要があるというのか。
Oh, what is there to be so worried about?
うるせえよしらしらしいんだよ
Shut up, I can see right through you.
誰か引き止めろ二人が殺されるんだ
Someone stop them. Those two will be killed.
誰か止めろ
Someone stop them. Also, I just had a thought. Is it if we're having the scenes with Eva with the fever thing happening? Is that because it's setting up that if we're gonna continue the killings, in this case, if it's potentially, I don't know if this is being thrown off or not, but if it is indeed Maria and Eva, or Maria and Rosa, does it mean Eva has to do the killing now that she is technically Beatrice? Madness. Madness. There was no way that Battler's voice to scream would reach Rosa or Maria. The two of them could be seen in the rose garden. The rain was still awful, but fortunately the wind had died down a little. I mean, for real. Also, if we take now into the ramifications that would be to the story, Rosa would be like, or Eva would be like, I'd gladly kill Rosa. She's the only other one that knows that I took the money thing, or I found the money, the gold. If I kill Rosa, no one I'm unchecked at that point. No, maybe that was unfortunate. Because maybe, if the wind had been a little fiercer, Rosa might have hesitated to go outside. Oh boy. Uh. Uh. Here it is. Maria found a rose with gold lace and stared at it lovingly. Rose had accepted the promise under the condition that Maria would only get one look at it. But she didn't want Maria to complain that it hadn't been enough later on. So she decided to go along with Maria until she was satisfied. She believed that there wasn't a culprit, but on the off chance that she was mistaken, they were now in an extremely dangerous position. Rosa realized that faintly herself. If things got bad, she would throw away her umbrella and ready her gun. Did I read that right? She would throw away, yeah. After glancing at Maria's innocent happiness, Rosa gazed warily in all directions. Uh-oh. The butterflies. Ah, shit. Dots, question mark. Were her eyes just tired? Even though no one should have been there, she thought she saw something glitter in the dark rose garden. Gold colored? It had to be her imagination. Because, to Rosa, it seemed as though gold butterflies were dancing through the rose bushes. It's happening!
大丈夫か、エヴァ。
Oh no, it's happening! Are you okay, Eva?
無理せんで、やっぱり南條先生を呼んでこんか。
Just take it easy. Should I call Dr. Nanjo after all?
大丈夫だから。
I swear, like the Exorcist or whatever, she's gonna like become possessed. She's and she's gonna start like her body's gonna start like rising like into the air, and then she's gonna like almost like a Pokemon evolution. She's gonna like change. She's gonna like change into like younger Eva, like a de-evolution, like a Pokemon evolution but de-evolution into younger Maria. And Hideyoshi's just gonna be like, what the fuck? And then she's gonna go and murder Maria and Rosa. I'm fine. Don't take your hand away. I'm begging you. Don't take your hand away. Eva was breathing wildly. Beads of sweat were appearing on her forehead. It certainly was true that she had stayed up all night last night, and that things had been rough since early this morning. It wasn't odd that her body wasn't keeping up. Even though he understood that, Hideyoshi suspected that this sudden fever was a sign of some serious illness. Several times, Hideyoshi decided to call for Dr. Nanjo, but Eva resisted firmly, pleading with him and saying that it was even more important that he didn't take his hands away. I understand.
でもな、お昼になったら必ず南條先生に見てもらうんやで。
But you gotta have Dr. Nanjo look at you by lunchtime.
それを約束できるなら、ずっとここにいて、お前の手を握ったるからな。
If you can promise me that, I'll stay here the whole time, gripping your hand.
こうして、ギア
Tightly, like this. Thank you. I'm fine.
あなたの手の魔法で必ずこんな熱なんか下がっちゃうから。
The magic of your hand will definitely take this fever away. Even as she said that, Eva's harsh breathing didn't improve in the slightest. Ah! 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 Don't let go! Don't let go! Oh my god. I can't destroy him. I can't actually scream. It's too late. It's too late at night, and my throat doesn't deserve it. Who is it? She saw an umbrella moving from beyond the rose bush. Rosa threw away her umbrella and wildly lifted her gun. When she did, the shadow of a person beyond the bush showed itself.
エヴァおばさん。
Aunt Eva.
びっくりしたわ。
You scared me.
姉さんなの？
It's you, Nissan?
何かご用？
Do you have some business with me?
さっきの話の続きなの？
Do you want to continue our earlier discussion? Oh my god. Ah! Like a horror film.
そうよ。
Yes, that's right.
お父様の黄金の話よ。
Our discussion about Father's gold.
お願いだからマリアの前では遠慮して。
Please, restrain yourself in front of Maria.
ちゃんと約束は守ってるわよ。
I will keep my promise, okay?
姉さんの悪巧みの邪魔はしないわ。
I won't get in the way of your conspiracy.
悪巧み？
Conspiracy?
何それ？
What's that?
姉さんが何を考えていても勝手よ。
Whatever you're thinking, that's up to you.
私は邪魔する気なんてない。
I have no desire to get in the way.
だからマリアの前では許して。
So please, not in front of Maria.
私は分け前さえもらえれば十分なの。
As long as I get my share, that'll be enough.
分け前？
Your share? Yeah, she's got that Beatrice laugh. Eva started laughing in a creepy voice. Rosa was startled, but Maria stared blankly. Then Maria just said just one thing.
おばさん
Auntie?
誰？
Who are you? That laugh. Man, I can't even replicate that with my own voice. I can't like do it. Your share? Who would give that to you? All of that is mine. It all belongs to me, the Golden Witch Beatrice. What?
エヴァ、大丈夫か？エヴァ、
Eva, are you okay? Eva!
エヴァ、
Eva!
エヴァ。
Eva! Hold on! This is almost like a weird like analogy of like Eva we know is giving birth to like young Eva. It seems like it's like a weird hold on, don't let go. I'm telling you, it's like they can't exist on the same plane. Don't let me be dragged away by someone who isn't me. She's gonna get just like sucked into like a dark hole. Hold on to my hand. Don't let go.
お前が何を努力したの？
When did you ever work hard?
何も努力してない。
You never worked hard for anything.
いつも私たちの影に隠れてのらりくらり。
You were always hiding in our shadows.
いつも戦わずに影から影へと逃げ回っていたお前に。
You always escaped from shadow to shadow without fighting.
後ろ宮家の黄金を無心する資格など本当にあると思ってるの？
And yet, you really think yourself qualified to make demands of me over the Ishirmiya family gold.
あれは全て私のもの。
All of that is mine.
後ろ宮家当主にして新しき黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェの名を継承した私だけのもの。
It's all mine alone as the head of the Ishirmiya family and the new Golden Witch, successor to the name of Beatrice.
ベアトリーチェ。
Beatrice?
ベアトリーチェだ。
It's Beatrice!
ママ、ベアトリーチェ。
Mama, Beatrice! Maria jumped at her mother in ecstasy. Rosa treated Maria cold-heartedly and raised her gun high.
姉さんよね。
Hey, you're Nissan, right?
姉さんなのよね。
You are Nissan, aren't you?
違うわ。
Wrong.
私はもはやあなたの姉であった存在ではないの。
I'm no longer the one who is your sister.
じゃあ、あんた誰なのよ。
Then who are you?
ベアトリーチェだとでも言うの？
Are you trying to say that you're Beatrice?
そんなはずはない。
That's impossible.
あんたは19年前に死んだのよ。
You died 19 years ago.
ええ、確かに死んでいたわ。だって私、あなたの頭が割れているところをはっきり見たもの。
Yes, you were definitely dead after all. I clearly saw your head was split open.
その中身が溢れ出しているのを昨日のことのように思い出せる。
I can remember the insides flowing out like it was yesterday.
そのあんたがどうして生きてここにいるのよ。
How can you be alive in here right now?
黄金の魔女に死の概念などないの。
The concept of death does not exist to a golden witch.
黄金の魔女とベアトリーチェの名は永遠に受け継がれてるか？
The golden witch and the name of Beatrice will be handed down for all eternity.
お前が知っていたベアトリーチェは死を迎えたかもしれないが、今やそれは私の名である。
Maybe the Beatrice you knew met with death, but that name is mine now.
故に無限。
And therefore, it's eternal.
ベアトリーチェに死の概念はないの。
The concept of death does not exist for Beatrice.
あの黄金に気が触れたとしか思えない。
All I can see is that the gold has driven you mad.
哀れね、姉さん。
How pitiful, Nissan.
もはや私はお前の姉ではないというのに。
Come on, you know I'm not your sister anymore.
さて、新しきベアトリーチェとして自らの復活の儀式を引き継ぐわ。
Well then, as a new Beatrice, I've been tasked with my own resurrection ceremony.
ロノベ、
Renove?
私はどうすればいいの？
What should I do?
ご随意のまま。
That is up to you.
もはやベアトリーチェ様にはどのような思いも実現できる力がおありです。
You already have the power to make whatever you think reality.
少し扱えば慣れるでしょう。
You should grow used to it once you've tried it out a little.
不甲斐なき元妹よ。
You worthless former sister.
私が魔女として初めて捧げる最初の生贄に選ばれたことを光栄に思うがいい。
You should consider it an honor to have been selected as the first sacrifice I offer as a witch.
第二の番に寄り添う二人を私がこの手で引き裂く。
On the second twilight, I'll tear the two who are close apart with my own hands. The first thing the new Beatrice wished for? No, the first magic she tried to use was to surpass the limitations given to humans. In particular, gravity. Why is that so funny to me? Oh, the first thing she wants to fucking overcome. Gravity. She wanted to become fully aware of her transformation into a witch by being released from those shackles. As the witch and Rosa stayed as they were, the ground retreated all by itself into the distance below them. What the hell? By now, their feet were no longer attached to the ground. Ah. Rosa finally realized that the earth wasn't retreating into the distance below them, but that she and the witch were being sucked up into the rainy sky. Huh? Eh? Whoa, awesome! About what I'd expect from, like, a very young child who just got, like, infinite power. What's the first thing you're gonna do with it? Well, I'm going to kill the sister that I hate, apparently. But, I'm gonna first go flying into the air. and have a little mini freak out, if you don't mind. For a human shackled to the ground by gravity, there's nothing more unnerving that having their feet stop sticking to the ground. There's nothing more unnerving, it's probably supposed to be than having their feet stop sticking to the ground. However, to Beatrice, who in becoming the new witch, had learned the joy of being released from gravity, it was enough to make her whole body shake with delight. Hey, Rosa! Do you remember, long ago, when we were small? When we used to talk about what it'd be like to become witches and fly around the sky? That dream has been granted, hasn't it? I became a real witch and granted it for you. Stop it. Stop it. If this is a dream, then wake me up. You said it yourself. You said you flew through the sky in your dream. And you also said you didn't want to wake up. You even got mad at me when I woke you up, right? Don't worry. Alright, who pulls off the creepy wide eyes face better? Eva Beatrice or Beato Beatrice? Who's got the better, I'm going to do something maniacal? Don't worry. This time, you won't wake up, okay? Oh. Come, dance with me in the vast rainy sky. Didn't we both wish we would fly like seagulls in the sky? And escape the cramped and boring island of Rokenjima? Now, I'll make that dream a reality for you. I only want to share this joy with you and no one else. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh ha 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 ha. It's so fun, Rosa. It's so fun. Take a look below you. Look at how small our mansion is. I know Rosa's like 15 or over years younger than Eva. I wonder how much time we spent in a place that small. Now I'm especially shocked at how cramped and tiny it is. So feel. Enjoy. Rejoice. That power we yearn for. The power to move through the sky at will. Come on, let's dance, Rosa. Through the wind, through the wind. Let's fly around like we're dancing. The lightning will shine on us and bless us. The witch and Rosa were like leaves fluttering around in a whirlwind. As the rain poured upon every part of their bodies, as the lightning occasionally shone upon them, they shook with the joy of being released from the ground. However, it was only that way for the witch. Rosa was holding onto her head, voicelessly screaming over and over. Stop it! What a nightmare. Forgive me! Let me down! Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna do the classic, oh, you wanna go to the ground? And just slam her down. Oh no. Oh, you're right. It's more fitting for humans to crawl on the ground. Then why not go back there? A slightly displeased expression rose to the witch's face when she realized that her own joy was not being shared. Then, she decided to listen to her former sister's request. Oh no. The whirlwind that had been making Rosa dance around grew weaker, then stopped. In other words, Rosa was once again bound by the restrictions of gravity, as a human. Following the laws that were originally correct, Rosa began to descend towards the ground upside down. No, she began to fall. Oops! That's right. If I don't take her down the right way, this is what happens. The witch hadn't intended to send Rosa plummeting, but she still wasn't used to using magic. After plummeting about 100 meters into a rose bush, as a very, very natural result, Rosa died instantly. Damn, right in front of Maria, too. Right in front of Maria. Maria's just watching this. But the witch hadn't intended to kill her, so she wished that Rosa hadn't died. When she did, gold butterflies coiled around Rosa's body, reviving that life just as the witch had... Oh, witch had wished. Rosa's body, which should have been spread out like a carpet of fresh blood, rapidly returned to normal. The broken and crushed bones returned to normal. The torn and smashed flesh returned to normal. How easy it is to break things in this world, and how difficult it is to fix them. Anyone can take a life, but no human can revive a lost life. By surpassing the irreversible, one proves that they have surpassed humanity. This surely gave her a much, much greater realization of her position as a witch than flying through the sky had. Awesome. I can even revive an ended life. Of course. Beatrice-sama is the endless witch. To live and to die. To bring to life and to kill. All of it repeated endlessly. Beatrice-sama, the endless witch, is the queen who controls the cycle of life and death. Ahaha! Ahaha! One time I knocked over a fishbowl. The fragile and beautiful bowl broke, and I couldn't put it back together again. I'd never see that cute pop-eyed goldfish swim again after it landed on the floor. No matter how much I cried, the servants shook their heads, saying that broken things and dead things could never be revived. That's when I learned something. You must not break things. You must not kill people. After all, you can't fix them. So, if you can fix them, then you won't get in trouble for breaking them, right? Ha 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 ha! Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome! Laughter. For a while, the witch became intoxicated with how terrible and wonderful the power she had inherited was. Her laugh was pure, innocent, and cruel. Even though Rosa had been revived, she let out a cry of anguish at the pain from her fall. At that point, the witch landed and held out her hand. What a fake sounding laugh. Sorry about that, Rosa. I didn't think flying in the sky would be so much fun.
ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。
Sorry, I'm real sorry.
そして人間がこんなにもろく死ぬとも知らなかったの。
And I didn't know humans could die so easily.
でも生き返らせてあげたからもう平気。
But I've brought you back to life, so we're even.
だから起きて。
So get up, okay?
私ともっと遊びましょう。
Play with me some more, okay? What's that? I don't even know how to replicate that. What were those dreams you told me about when you were a kid? Go ahead and tell me all of them without holding back. As I am now, I can make anything come true, no matter how absurd. Even drowning you in a sea of jelly. Even having you get sucked into a mountain of cake. I can even make you sprout butterfly wings and flit around the garden, okay? I'll do them one after another. Let's start with the ocean of jelly, alright? Stop it. Rosa was once again thrown high into the rainy sky. However, the sky wasn't filled with raindrops, but with drops of orange juice. When she looked down, Rosa had to doubt her eyes. The rose garden had disappeared, and the ground spread out beneath her was like a pastel-colored jigsaw puzzle. It was an ocean of jelly, like the one she had spoken of from her dreams when she was young. The black part was coffee jelly. The red was strawberry. This is absurd. The yellow was pineapple. And the green was melon. Melon! What was the white part? Apple? No, the white is mystery flavor. Airhead's mystery flavor. Did Rosa even have the time to think stuff like that? Rosa fell towards that multicolored ocean. And she sunk deep into the purple grape-flavored sea. It really was an ocean of jelly. It had no bottom. As Rosa sank, she was shocked to see a school of transparent fish swimming through the grape jelly ocean. They were probably made of grape skin. Then she sunk on and on, deeper and deeper, as deep as the Marianas Trench, crushed by the water pressure of the jelly ocean. As her ribs snapped, as her spine snapped. In the end, she became a small, frail meatball. What the fuck? Come on, man. In the end, she became a small, frail meatball. I can't read it with a straight face. God damn. Ah, meatball.
ジェリーの海で溺れ死ねるなんて本当に素敵な体験よね。
Oh, what a truly wonderful experience to drown in an ocean of jelly.
誰にも真似できない夢。
It's a dream no one else can imitate.
私が叶えてあげた。
I made it come true for you. Doink. The instant I snapped my fingers, the meatball that had been Rosa was launched up into the sky. Can we stop with the meatball? Please. Please. And after being wrapped up in a golden sparkle, she returned to her original form. It was as simple and easy as returning dried seaweed to its original form, and anyone could do it, if they were a witch. That absent-minded look on Rosa's face has to be the joy from having that dream she gave up on as a child come true. Definitely. Probably. Next is the mountain of cake. In an instant, the sky was covered and became black and white in the shape of a chessboard. That almost transparent white part was her favorite rare cheesecake. The elegant black part was a slightly bitter gâteau à chocolat. A gâteau au chocolat. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that right. That became the ceiling, became a mountain, and several billion cakes are thrown down towards Rosa. This is actually a nightmare. This is like... This is the type of nightmare people have had, where like you just scene after scene different ways of like dying these most extravagant of deaths. If you piled those cakes up, they would surely be taller than Mount Everest. So they probably weighed... I'm not too sure, but I'll bet it was heavier than all the cakes across Japan put together. What a line. It fell down like a ceiling and swallowed Rosa up. So as a very, very natural result, Rosa was crushed to death. In less than a second, her bones broke throughout her body, and her insides were all smashed and forced out. Squished. Plop. Or pop. Squish. Pop. Slop. Even so, an even greater number of cakes piled up on top, and Rosa ended up as a layer of jam wedged between them. She became as thin as a single hair, and was probably spread out over the area of a tennis court. My god! That world swallowed up by cake was once again absorbed by Gold Flash. Then, as though it had all been a dream, Rosa was revived once again. Of course, it definitely wasn't a dream. She had been revived after dying. By that point, death, which most humans only have to experience once after they are born, had already been experienced repeatedly by Rosa. In other words, she'd gone through that which humans cannot, the precious experience of dying more than once. No way! What? No way! This game is taking the piss out of it. Alright, here we go. This is what she did. That was a laugh this game just did. No way. I had to like violently shake my body to replicate that. Oh my god, I like hurt my neck doing that. It's like an exaggerated like one of those like laughs that you get in like a old Nicki Minaj like song. It's like, oh god. Isn't this fun, Rosa? Isn't this fun? Next is the butterflies, look! Please, have mercy! No way. Let's play more, let's play more! It's like a dolphin laugh. Laughing innocently, she pointed her gold staff at Rosa as she begged for mercy. When she did, Rosa glittered gold and rapidly began to shrink. Oh no, don't shrink me! She shrank down to the size of a real butterfly. Then, gold wings sprouted from her back, and she joined her fellow gold butterflies. However, while a human body could withstand that wind, it was a different matter for a butterfly's body. The gold butterfly Rosa was invited to dance by each gale of wind, and she spun in circles around the rose garden. No! No! As her dance wore her out, she was caught by a gentle bed. It was a soft knit hammock in the shadows beneath the roof of the arbor. The owner of that hammock lumbered into view, welcoming its rare guest who had wandered in on the night of the storm. That owner, which should have been small enough to crush in the palm of your hand, now looked as big as the top of a canopy bed to Rosa. God. I'm having too much fun shittily recreating the laughs. What a klutz. You got caught in a spider's web. This time it's a dance with a spider. That takes me back. Remember the times we'd find a spider's web and play around by throwing pebbles at it? I've heard that spiders don't chew their prey. But insert their venom, and when the insides melt into a sticky soup, they suck them out. Hey, Rosa, remember? Remember how we throw butterflies into the spider's web on purpose and play around by seeing how the spider would attack? Yeah. I guess you don't remember, do you? This happened before you got into grade school. Make sure you watch closely this time, okay? Very closely. No! Have mercy, Nissan. Help me, Nissan! I gotta protect my own throat here. Eek. Gah. Buh. Buh. Gurgor blood glad moglar space ga. 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 Good what? This girl's not bad. She truly can use magic at will. Laugh, 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 laugh. Amusing, amusing, how truly amusing. Oh, the password. Yeah. Man, fuck the password game. So, I think the archive of that stream went up today on YouTube. And someone in the comments was like, "You gave up too easily." I was like, fuck you. No. 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 Never again. You feel like laughing too, right, Battler? Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side. Stop it already! What's so fun? You're insane, you're insane! What's so fun about doing something like this? Doesn't she look like she's having a blast? What do you expect? Magic is fun. I remember when I first became able to use magic, I played around a lot.
しゃぎっぷりが心の底からわかるさ。
Ah, I understand that kind of game from the bottom of my heart. Dude, I gotta say, out of everyone, Rosa has maybe had the hardest time that I can think of. Just in the amount of, like, time that she has existed in the story. Episode after episode. She gets tortured so often, so frequently. She has to deal with fucking Maria as a child. She's a single parent. So already has that going against her. She gets tortured constantly. There was that weird ending to one episode where like she was like running away with Maria and then got somehow. That doesn't even 100% make sense to me in that moment. But that was the thing that happened. Then she had that moment where she had lived through the whole thing and then she was like threatening to shoot everyone. Yeah, that too. That too. She can't catch a break. Looks like I won't be able to share this joy and passion with you, Battler. Ah, what a shame, what a shame. If you accept me, I'll teach you magic anytime you want, see? It's hard to describe the joy you receive in that instant. You're freed from the shackles of humanity. I want to teach you about it. That joy, that passion. I'd definitely like to see the world of magic you'd give birth to, just once. Yeah. Isn't this starting to get fun? You started wanting to use magic, haven't you? It's pretty fun to be a witch, isn't it? Just for you, I'll teach everything. About the joy of flying together in the sky, about the joy of diving together through the sea. I want to show you the passion that starts the instant you surpass the bounds of humans. And see how wide your world stretches. Wouldn't that be fun? Ooh, I sort of thought, you know, now that Eva was taking the mantle of Beatrice, like, we wouldn't have to deal with this Beatrice either. Just go away. There's no malice in Beato's expression. It was hard to believe, but she was genuinely enjoying this cruel show. Also, I just now realized that the meme that everyone says about Kingdom Hearts where like, oh, they're Ansem, and he's Ansem, and Sora's Ansem, and this guy's Ansem. Like, that now applies to this game. Everyone is Beatrice. Beatrice is Beatrice. Virgilia is Beatrice. Eva is now Beatrice, but it's like younger Eva is Beatrice. I'm sure Maria is gonna become Beatrice at some point. Beatrice wants to make Battler Beatrice. Everyone is Beatrice. And she wanted to share that appreciation with Battler. Battler was shocked by that hopelessly different sense of values. You're insane. I can't do a good, like, Squidward thing, but I'm Squidward. He's Squidward. He's Squidward. You're insane. Oh yeah, the line is like, he goes, oh yeah, I bet he's Squidward too. And then isn't it, am I getting it confused? And then it's like Gary. And then Gary's like, meow. Something stupid like that. Something stupid along those lines. Stop it already, damn it! Virgilia, make them stop this insane farce.
どうすりゃいいんだ。
What should I do?
私たちは万外の存在です。
Virgilia is just like, I don't fucking know, man. We exist outside the board.
盤上には触れられません。
We cannot touch the board itself. Virgilia shook her head apologetically. Her body had already been killed. Did that mean she couldn't interfere in any way? As Beatrice continued to look amused in an insane sort of way, Battler lifted her up by the collar and yelled at her.
やめろやめろやめろ。
Stop it, stop it, stop it!
いい加減にしろ魔女め。
Quit messing around, witch!
あれがエヴァおばさんだってのか。
Are you trying to tell me that's Aunt Eva?
ありえない。
That's impossible.
俺の知ってるエヴァおばさんは確かに意地悪なとこも少しはあったけど、
The Aunt Eva I know might be a bit mean at times,
こんな残酷なことをする人じゃ断じてありえない。
but it's completely impossible that she's the kind of person who'd do something this cruel.
全てお前のまやかしだ。
This is all part of your deception.
ローザおばさんをもてあそぶな。
Don't toy with Aunt Rosa.
エヴァおばさんをもてあそぶな。
Don't toy with Aunt Eva.
今すぐこの茶番を止めさせろ。
Stop this farce right now!
だからローザと遊んでいるのはもうわらわではないという。
I told you, I'm not the one playing with Rosa anymore.
新しきベアトリーチェだというに。
Like I said, that's the new Beatrice.
そんなにギャーギャーわめくほどに残酷か。
Is it really so terrible that you have to squeal like that?
そなたもこういうの実は結構好きだろうが。
You're also pretty fond of stuff like this, aren't you?
実はちょっぴり魔法に興味を持ってきて。
You actually have just a bit of interest in magic and... Ouch!
何をする。
What are you doing? For the first time, Battler slapped Beato's cheek. Nice. Beatrice didn't know why he had done something like that to her, and a surprised expression rose to her face. Battler especially couldn't forgive that expression, and he roared. Ah!
これが面白いだ。
You call this amusing?
お前の頭はどうなってんだ。
What's wrong with your head?
死ね。
Die!
頭を輪切りにしててめえで覗いてみろ。絶対に中身がごっそり抜けてるぜ。
Go slice your head to bits and look inside. You'll see there's nothing there.
今すぐやめさせろ。この悪趣味な茶番をやめさせるんだ。
Stop it right now. Stop this disgusting farce.
俺はお前を許さない。
I won't forgive you.
よくもこんな残酷なことを。
How could you do something so cruel?
お前のこと少しでも笑えるやつだと思ったこともあったが、俺はもう二度と勘違いしない。
I've sometimes thought you could be a bit funny, but I'll never make that mistake again.
お前はただ残酷なだけの怪物だ。
You're just a monster who's cruel on all levels.
俺の前に現れるな。
Don't show yourself in front of me.
二度とだ。
Never again.
お前を認めないお前と話さない。お前の顔など見たくもない。
I won't accept you. I won't talk with you. I don't even want to look at your face.
聞こえたか。
Did you hear me?
俺の前に現れるな。
Don't show yourself in front of me.
お前なんか消えてしまえ。
Disappear. The instant Battler screamed, the power that resisted the witch became a red wall and knocked Beato back onto her butt. Oh? Oh? Is that implying something? Also, I know we just had a moment where Battler was like, I never want to speak to you, I never want to hear from you, I never want to think about you ever again. I just gotta point out, they so want each other. They need to just get a room and hash this out. I can't help that, like, I can't help but feel that, like, sometime way into the future of this game, that's gonna be what's implied. They're just, it's like Destiny. They're just like a bickering, will they, won't they type couple. You know what I'm saying? The timer is ticking. Ow, 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 ow.
なんだというのだ。面白い見物ではないかよ。
What are you talking about? Isn't it an interesting show? She spoke defensively, but the target of those words, Battler, was no longer there. His figure had suddenly disappeared into the darkness, but Beatrice looked displeased and continued trying to explain herself.
そりゃ確かにちょっとあれかなとは思う。
It's not as though I'm completely blind to where you're coming from.
こんなの無邪気ないたずら程度であろう。
But this is nothing more than an innocent prank, isn't it?
どう殺そうが結局は生き返らせておるではないか。
No matter how you kill them, they'll always be brought back to life in the end, right?
人間は終わりさえ良ければ何でも良い生き物ではなかったのか。
I thought humans were creatures who say all is well that ends well.
のうお師匠様。
Hey, teacher.
そこまでへそを曲げられるものでもあるまいに。
There was no reason for him to get so angry, right? She's looking for anyone to side with her. She was hoping for approval, but Virgilia simply faced her with an indifferent expression. To Beato at that moment, even an exasperated look would probably have been better.
私から特に言うことはありません。
I have nothing in particular to say.
あなたが楽しいと思うならいつまでも見続けていると良いでしょう。
If you think this is fun, you can keep watching as long as you want.
終わったら呼びなさい。
Call me when it's over.
それまで私も姿を消します。
I will vanish until then. Following Battler's lead, Virgilia vanished into the darkness. Beato, who is now completely isolated and didn't have a clue what was going on, felt that they were making her out to be the bad guy. Oh no, she's gonna be lonely.
なんだ。
What's wrong?
面白いショーじゃないかよ。
Isn't it an amusing show?
ちょっとは悪趣味かもしれないけど、割と面白いじゃないかよ。
It might be a little vulgar, but it's quite interesting, isn't it?
なあ、ロノウェ。
Hey, Renove.
そこまで怒るほどじゃないよな。
It's nothing to get so mad about, right?
お嬢様の面白いがバトラ様にも面白いとは限りませんよ。
Something interesting for you, milady, may not necessarily be interesting for Battler Sama.
わらわ。そんなにも嫌われとる。
Does he really hate me that much?
そりゃ確かに対戦相手だから敵同士ではあるが。
Well, certainly we are enemies and opponents in this competition.
座興笑い合えぬほどわらわたちは不仲だというのか。
But is our relationship really so bad that we can't laugh together at this display?
バトラと一緒に拍手できたように一緒にゲラゲラ笑い合えると思ったのに。
Since I applauded together with Battler, I thought I could at least laugh together with him.
程度のことすらわらわは拒絶されるというのかよ。
This is what I'm saying. She really just she has a poor way of showing it, but she just yearns for everyone else's company, and she truly likes Battler. I mean, Beatrice has like sometimes, like especially when she's like in moments like this where she's like defensive or like talked down to by like some people, whatever the case may be, whatever the term I'm looking for here is, she really like shrinks into like she truly has what seems to be like the mind and thoughts sometimes and the emotions of like a child. So it's like unsurprising to me where she's like, when people are like, when Battler's like, no, this is like torturous shit having to watch this, I don't want to watch this, and Virgilia's like, yeah, this is a boring and a waste of my time, I'm leaving. She's like, oh, everyone's not having fun with me, boom, boom, and then puts on like a little pity party like thing. Does he really reject me so much that we can't even do that?
魔女だと認めぬのは嘘。
He doesn't have to accept that I'm a witch.
それを競い合うゲームなんだから。
We're challenging each other in this game after all.
でもよ、顔も見ない、話もしない。
And yet he won't look at my face, he won't talk to me,
無視はいくらなんでもないだろう。
and he'll probably do it all he can to ignore me.
わらわはそんなにも嫌われ者なのかよ。
Am I really hated that much?
これまでお嬢様は十分に嫌われるだけの差し出をいたしました。
The moves you've made up to this point have been more than enough to earn his hatred.
悪魔の私でさえバトラ様の気持ちが少しはわかろうというもの。
Even a demon such as myself can understand a bit of Battler Sama's feelings.
それが理解できぬのはお嬢様が特に鈍感が過ぎるのではないかと。
Perhaps you cannot understand because you are especially thick-headed, my lady. Got her. Got her.
うるさいうるさいうるさいうるさい。
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
お前も消えてしまえ。
Why don't you disappear too?
はい、かしこまりました。
He's like, thank fucking God. Out. Yes, certainly.
それでは失礼いたします。
Then, if you would excuse me. Even Renove hid himself in the darkness, and Beatrice was left alone. The only one in the rainy rose garden. No one ever plays with a lonely witch. And the fact that no one ever does is what makes them a lonely witch. What's going on?
なんでわらわと遊んでくれないんだよ。
Why won't anyone play with me? This is pathetic. This is pathetic. From Beatrice here.
そんなにわらわは変かよ。
Am I really that...
かよ。
Am I really that weird? That cruel?
誰か返事しろよ。
Someone answer me! No, the worst part is that not only does no one like her, and she's maybe finally possibly coming to grips with that, but she also lost her title of not only of the Golden and Endless Witch, but of her own name, Beatrice. It has been taken from her, and she had to just had to willingly like pass it on to young Eva and put a smile on her face as she did it. So she doesn't even have that going for her anymore. She's not even cool. In an instant, her whole life has changed. She doesn't know what to do with herself.
楽しいねローザ、楽しいね。
Isn't this fun, Rosa? Isn't this fun?
さあ、次は何をして遊ぶ？
Hey, how should we play next?
もちろんマリアも一緒に遊んであげるわ。
Of course, we should play with Maria too, right?
みんなで仲良くお散歩しよう。
Let's all have a friendly walk together, okay?
煮えたぎるチョコレートの鍋を泳いでケーキ膨らむオーブンの中をピクニックしよう。
Let's swim in a pot of boiling chocolate. Let's have a picnic in a cake-rising oven. Giggle, 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 giggle.
の新しきベアトリーチェ。
Hey, new Beatrice. Behind the witch that was continuing her mad banquet, Beato showed herself. That expression was very rare for her. It was somehow restrained, unreliable, miserable.
これは先代ベアトリーチェ様。
Oh, it's the predecessor Beatrice-sama.
ご覧くださりましたか？
Were you watching?
魔法の力は本当に素晴らしい。
The power of magic is truly wonderful.
魔女に生まれ変わることができたことを今ほど楽しいと思ったことはありません。
Until now, I never thought it'd be so much fun to be reborn as a witch.
まるでいつまでも終わらぬお遊戯の時間のよう。
It's like playtime that never ends.
さあ、先代様もご一緒に遊びましょう。
Come on, let's play together, let's play together, predecessor-sama.
その前にちょっとお待ちになってくださいね。
But first, wait for a second, okay?
二人はオーブンの中で焼け焦げて死んでしまったからまた蘇らさないと。
I cooked the two of them to death in an oven, so I have to revive them again.
まるでイーストで膨れるパンみたいに。
They're like bread rising from yeast.
オーブン
like cookies expanding in an oven.
話を聞けというのに。
Listen to what I'm saying.
そのだな。
Well...
第二の番の生贄にはもう十分であろう。
Isn't that enough for the sacrifice of the second Twilight?
確かに殺し方については指定がないが。
Of course, there are no rules regarding how you kill them, but...
それ以上もてあそぶことはあるまいに。
Maybe you shouldn't toy with them any more than that.
何をおっしゃいます先代様。
Well, what are you saying, Predecessor Sama?
さっきロノウェから聞きましたよ。
I heard from Renove a short while ago.
先代様の魔法はもっともっと素敵で残酷でやりたい放題だったって。
Wasn't your magic much, much more wonderful, cruel, and crazy? Question mark.
6人のお腹からお菓子が溢れ出すハロウィンパーティーなんて本当に素敵。
That Halloween party where candies poured out of 6 people's stomachs was truly wonderful.
ならば私はアリスのお茶会を演出しようかしら。
So maybe I'll act out Alice's tea party.
なんでもない日を祝うお茶会にみんなを招待して私が魔法で次々おもてなしするの。
I'll invite everyone to a tea party in celebration of a completely pointless day and entertain them one by one with my magic.
先代様みたいに素敵にできるかしら。
I wonder if I can do it as wonderfully as you.
個性的に残酷にポップにキュートにできるかしら。
I wonder if I can be cruel in my own pop cute style.
今思うと
Bring a pop
おとぎ
cute
話
flair
とか
to
ど
it.
れも残酷でしたよね。
Now that I think about it, all fairy tales are cruel, aren't they?
そのおとぎ話の魔女に自らがなってみてようやく理解しました。
Now that I'm a witch inside one of those fairy tales, I finally understand. Laugh, 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 laugh.
わらわも
I have also,
以前までは少しやりすぎたかな。
sometimes thought that in the past,
少しは思っておる。
I might have gone a little too far.
まあ黄金の魔女たるもの、少しは気品あっても良いかと思う。
Well, I think that as the Golden Witch, it's probably best to show a little elegance.
先代様が何をおっしゃってるのかわかりません。
I don't get what you're saying, Predecessor Sama.
でも一つだけわかります。
But there's one thing I do understand.
今の私がどれほどを尽くしても先代様の残酷さには到底及びません。
No matter how hard I try now, I'm no match for how cruel you are.
もっともっと頑張らなくちゃ。
I've got to try much, much harder.
もっと残酷になって立派な黄金の魔女にならなくちゃ。
I've got to become more cruel and become an excellent Golden Witch.
だからそれはもう十分だというに。
Like I said, you've already done enough here.
とにかくわらわの先代としての命令だ。
Anyway, this is an order from me as your predecessor.
第二の番はもう十分だ。
That's enough for the second Twilight.
わらわが少し手本を見せる。
Yeah. Yeah, she's jealous. She's jealous. I'll show you how it's done.
下がって見ておる。
Stand back and watch.
はい先代様。
Yes, Predecessor Sama.
どんな無残で残酷でおぞましい殺し方を見せてくれるのか楽しみです。
I can't wait to see what brutal, cruel, and disgusting method of killing you use. The new witch grasped the sides of her skirt and gave a graceful bow. Stepping back as an expectant gaze rose to her face. You know what I was about to say? You know how, like, 2 episodes ago, I forget how long ago it was. 2 episodes, 3 streams ago? We had that moment. This is just a thought, but let's just put it out there. We had that moment where we had Beatrice, this Beatrice, and we had predecessor Beatrice, the blue-haired Beatrice Prime. They were fighting. They were having a witch off. They were summoning giant mechas out of the ground and turret defenses and giant weapons and swords and golems or whatever the fuck. And then... And it seemed as if that Beatrice, Prime, Virgilia, had defeated Blonde Beatrice. And I, at least I, was like, oh shit, this is gonna shake up the story so much. We're now gonna have a new Beatrice, outliving this Beatrice. I was like, oh shit, man, everything has changed. The game has changed. And then with a snap of a finger, this Beatrice is like, no, you thought. What if we're gearing up for something like that again? What if, before we end this episode, this Beatrice is like, I don't like this new Beatrice. This Eva Beatrice is no good. And honestly, is cramping my style. And she just demolishes this Eva Beatrice. And then we proceed into episode 4 as if none of this happened. Does the game have the balls to do that? Does this Beatrice go like, see what's happening and be like, nah, this is not how we're gonna do this. This is not gonna be a thing. This isn't gonna be a thing. Not over my dead body. Again, I wouldn't be surprised. She was expecting even more cruel magic that surpassed even herself. Well, speaking of that. You're only half a witch if you can only kill with methods like that. The only reason I would say that wouldn't happen is we went through the whole song and dance of like the whole like passing on the torch thing. We had the scene where everyone was like clapping. Everyone's like, ah, yeah, Eva Beatrice, good job. You solved the fucking riddle somehow. We're still not 100% clear on how that riddle was answered, but you know what? You did it. I don't know if they would do all that just to take it back. I shall show you an elegant way to kill, worthy of the Golden Witch. When Beato waved her pipe, 7 colors of smoke poured out, reviving Rosa and Maria. Compared to how the new Beatrice had done it a short while ago, it was slightly gentler. It was probably gentler than how Beato had done it herself up until now. Rosa's consciousness had already grown dim from the pain of so many repeated deaths. But even so, she pleaded that her daughter be spared. Please, have mercy. Even if it's just Maria, have mercy. Oh, wow, Mama. Sorry. My disciple just, acted without restraint for a bit. Forgive me. Beatrice! Wah. When Maria realized it was the real Beatrice, she jumped onto her. You promised, right, Beato? You promised you'd take me to the Golden Land, right? There, I'll be friendly with Mama and everyone will laugh together. You promised you'd take me there, right? About that? I can no longer keep that promise. Because someone appeared who could solve the riddle. I'm no longer the Golden Witch, Beatrice. So sorry. I can no longer keep my promise with you.
なんで
Why?
どうして
Why?
ペアと約束してくれた
You promised. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. No way. No, new thought. Alright, this is just the stream where I just spew out a million different thoughts, so sorry about that. Back to my original feeling, where Maria was supposed to become Beatrice. Revision to this. This Maria? I'm gonna sneeze here. Excuse me. The thoughts are making me sneeze. This moment where Maria feels betrayed, and she's like, oh no, the person I idolized isn't Beatrice anymore. She's like, what do I do now? I don't like this new Beatrice. This Eva Beatrice sucks. What does that spurn Maria? What does that, like, give the energy to Maria to do? Solve the fucking riddle the next episode, or however many episodes later. Like, she's gonna go, alright. So if I lost the Beatrice I loved, and this new Beatrice is torturing me, and I'm not in her good graces anymore, I need to become Beatrice. And then Maria takes it upon herself to solve the riddle. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry.
約束を守れなかったあなたに
So at least an apology for not being able to keep my promise. I'll give you a quiet sleep that'll never be disturbed again. Beato embraced Maria with a loving expression on her face. Then, softly, a red bruise appeared on Maria's neck. It was a very gentle bruise. Its redness grew bit by bit, and when it distinctly formed itself into the shape of a hand, Maria's neck tilted suddenly, peacefully, as though she had fallen asleep. Maria. Maria. Sorry.
そなたが第二の番の生贄であることは謝る
I won't apologize that you were the sacrifices for the second twilight.
そういう運命
That is simply your fate.
しかしその捧げ方が悪趣味であったことは
However, I must apologize for the vulgar way in which you were offered as sacrifices.
これが最後の
This is your final sleep.
妨げられると
Never again will it be disturbed. Beato softly, gently lifted her finger as though touching the empty air in front of her nose. When she did, a light breeze lifted up, making Rosa's body dance slightly like a feather. Then, Rosa's body floated softly. And right there was the garden fence with its spear-shaped prongs. Oh, death. Oh, new picture. The spear, how did you like it? Was not a romantic couple this time. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I did say that. Sometimes I just say things and then don't remember exactly. But yeah, that's true. I was saying that. Although, I would say, like... It's almost kind of fudging it, yeah? I mean, the fudging the terminology, right? One could argue that Maria and Rosa don't actually really love each other is the problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do remember the Maria thing. I do remember how I was like, man, Maria is just an untouchable person. The spear of the fence pierced Rosa's medulla oblongata. I always love a chance for me to say medulla oblongata. Benevolently, without toying with her in a single blow. Rosa's life was snapped out. Compared to the earlier, innocent yet cruel events, it seemed to be over much too fast. It just looked like a doll shaped like Rosa was leaning against the fence. But she had passed away. Well, something like that should do the trick. Beato acted proud, but the new witch wore a blank expression, almost as though this was an anticlimax. She's unimpressed. Then, she said it out loud.
なんだか地味です。
It's kind of plain.
ロノウェイに聞いていた先代様のそれとは随分違います。
Not at all like the predecessor Sama Renove told me about.
そのだな。魔法は上品に使わねばな。
Well, you must use magic with dignity, right?
あまりその品がないのはエレガントではないのだ。
If it's too, undignified, that isn't very elegant.
せっかく素敵なことが無限にできる魔法なのに。
Even though you're lucky enough to have the magic to do wonderful things endlessly.
つまらない。
How boring.
これ愚痴るでない。
Hey, don't complain.
黄金の魔女の道は一日にしてならずだ。
The path of the Golden Witch cannot be completed in a day.
そなたとて第10の番を終えるまでは半人前よ。
You're still incomplete until you finish the 10th Twilight.
今は黙ってわらわの指導に従うのだ。
For now, stay quiet and follow my instructions.
よいな。
Got it?
返事はどうした？
What happened to your answer?
返事は
Your answer?
はーい。
Sure.
それでよい、それで。
Very well. That'll do.
まあ、まだ復活の儀式の先は長いぞ。
Well, there's so much to do for the resurrection ceremony.
あと5人も殺さねばならないからな。
You still have to kill 5 people.
あまりもてあそばずに、綺麗に、上品に。
You should do it without toying with them too much. With beauty and dignity.
少しあっさりめでいいからな。
And with at least a little restraint, okay?
ロノウェがそなたに教えたわらわのやり方は、その、
What
悪い例だ。
What Renove told you about how I did it. That was a bad example.
模範にしてはならぬ。
You mustn't use that as a model.
よく心に刻んでおけ。
Engrave that into your heart.
はい、先代様。
Yes, predecessor Sama.
良い返事だ。
A good answer.
ロノウェ、煉獄の七姉妹よ。いでよ。
Renove, the 7 stakes of purgatory, arise. Also, revising something I said like 7 minutes ago. I do not think this Beatrice is going to try to take out Eva Beatrice. I think it's the other way around. I think Eva Beatrice is going to get tired of this Beatrice and be like, you know what? I don't need you anymore. And he's going to take her out. That's now the revised theory.
はい、お嬢様。
Yes, lady?
ロノウェ、ここに。
I, Renove, am here.
傲慢のルシファー。
We're also here. Lucifer of Pride, right here.
これまではだな。その、わらわもいろいろ派手にやってきたわけだが。
Up until this point, I've been a little flashy, but,
まあ、黄金の魔女としての威厳も大事であり。
well, the dignity of the Golden Witch is also important. And about that. As Renove laughed at Beato's uncharacteristically flustered speech, he summed it up for her.
かしこまりました。
Certainly.
以後は黄金の魔女の名にふさわしい気品に気をつけるようにいたします。
From now on, we will be careful to act in a graceful manner, suitable for the name of the Golden Witch.
煉獄の七姉妹もこれまでのような悪ふざけは改め
Even the Seven Sisters of Purgatory will reform their bad behavior up until now. I'll also require that they wear pants.
以後は最短の手順で任務を遂行するように。
And we shall espouse to perform our task in the quickest possible manner.
ということで、よろしいですか、お嬢様。
Would that be acceptable, milady?
うん。
Indeed.
つまりはそういうことだ。
That's it, more or less.
みんな、肝に銘じよ。
Everyone, take it to heart.
良いな。
Okay?
はい、
Yes,
かしこまりました。
certainly.
わらわが言いたいのは以上だ。
That is all I wish to say.
もう引き上げてよいぞ。
You may leave now.
かしこまりました。
Certainly.
それでは、失礼いたします。
If you would excuse me.
失礼いたします。
Excuse us.
ま、わらわが言いたいのはそれだけだ。
Well, that's all I want to say.
それでは引き続きしっかりな。
So, take care as you move forward, understand?
黄金の魔女らしく貫禄を持ってその
Act with
自
dignity.
重気味にな。
Act with dignity and, restraint, okay?
頑張るがよいぞ。
Give it your all.
そなたを見守っておる。
I will be watching over you. Wow, wow, wow. Acting awkwardly until the very end, Beato left that message and immediately became a cloud of gold butterflies, hiding her form in the empty air. Maybe it'd be more accurate to say she'd vanished in a hurry because she couldn't keep up the conversation. After that, all that remained was Maria's corpse, lying down and pounded by the rain. Rose's corpse, propped up by the fence and staring up at the sky, in the figure of the witch.
自重しろ。
Show some restraint, you say? Her expression looked just like a little bored. Her expression looked just a little bored. There was a popping sound. That was probably her clicking her tongue.
つまんないやつ。
What a boring person. Leaving that last sentence behind, she once again vanished into the empty air. Good shit. Oh, there's no way in hell blonde Beatrice is gonna be able to contain new Beatrice. There's just no fucking way. Eva Beatrice has tasted the power. It's too much. It's too much. We're gonna go ahead and call it a night here. I wanted to reach just around the 4-hour mark, and we basically are there at a good stopping point too. Just for Umineko streams in the future here, if you wanted to plan for the streams ahead, I would like to get back to doing an Umineko stream sometime during the week, this coming up week. Probably more likely Wednesday or maybe even Tuesday if I can get my shit together on 4th of July. I don't know. Another Saturday night stream next week. But then 2 weeks from today, so on the 15th, I will not be streaming on Saturday. I will be out probably all day during a friend's river float trip. And I imagine I won't be able obviously to stream during the day of that, and I probably will be either still out or in a state that probably is not conducive to sitting down and reading a bunch that night either. So if you're wanting to just keep ahead, plan the Umineko streams ahead. Maybe probably one sometime that's coming up weeknights. And then definitely another Umineko night stream next week, 7 days from now. But 14 days from now, no Umineko streams. I'm trying to just plan it out in my head so I can say it out loud so that I can keep it a track as well. Thanks so much for watching. This was fun. This was a fun 4 hours. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice rest of your night. Stay safe, stay well, do all the good things. And, yeah. I'll see you in another stream. And congratulations on all becoming Beatrice. Congratulations, everyone. We're all Beatrice. Give it up. Give it up.